And we are live. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the reviewers table tonight. We have some awesome guests, and he is I've been trying him all week. I think that one of the best companies I have tried so far, one of the definitely best butters and oils I have ever tried. Totally awesome. Enjoyed it.
I've only been saying it for like a year now, dude. It took you guys long enough. Seriously. Like a year now, I've been saying this.
Why did I not get on this with Chronic Beard? What's going on, buddy?
Man.
Hey, what's up, man? Thanks for having me on.
Happy to have you on. I really, really did enjoy this treat that I got this week. I was excited, and I did a whole mess of fun videos with it. So that was the best part. I thought it was just having fun with the videos and showing off the product. So.
Yeah, I like those videos, man. They were pretty cool. You do them on TikTok, or
I do. So I have a TikTok. Right. I have a TikTok account that I just am like, hey, look, because it was a video. It was like the first, like, hey, let's do some video editing, but I don't know how to do video editing. So then I just started pushing those over. So it's been kind of fun.
Nice. Yeah, TikTok makes it easy to do that.
Totally easy, and I'm hanging out with. I don't know, other people that are doing the same things as adults. So it's kind of silly, but fun.
No, yeah, that's cool. I know Instagram's got them reels now, so you can kind of do, I don't know if you can do as much,
not as much video editing, but what I do is I do this. I do the TikTok, so then I get a TikTok video. Then I load it into Reels, and then the Reels pushes it to my post.
No, right on.
Trying to get a little bit of, I just enjoy doing the videos, honestly. And this week was totally a blast. Trying to come up with like videos, and I'm not going to tell anybody because that's my giveaway questions for the day, just to let you know. You guys will hear more about it, but I don't want to give away what I was doing my concept this week. What's going on, Chris?
Another day in paradise, right? We're on day 4 of my raising awareness for veteran suicide prevention. I've been trying to keep those little Instagram videos short, sweet, and to the point, because if I'm going to do one every day this month, you really don't want to hear me talking for 30 minutes each day.
It's good stuff, buddy.
Do it, man. Talk for 20, 30 minutes.
Absolutely. These are excellent videos.
It's going to be part of my, my live feeds coming up. Every show, I've always been donating that point to mental health and repairing that part of yourself. Yeah. So a huge part this month is going to be talking about veteran stuff.
I will tell you this, that your live stream with your old pals from your military experience, and I think Ken was on it, and then Andrew.
Yes.
One of the best live streams I've seen in a very long time. Brought me back to a whole lot of American Legion discussions that I've had over the years, because I'm a son, and I would hang out with those guys. It's just such a great opportunity to just hang out with some old pals, and I enjoyed it because it reminded me of my dad. My dad was Air Force for 27 years, something like that. And it was, really fun. It was fun, really fun. And I think that's the camaraderie that I really loved.
It was a lot of fun, and having to move through at least 5 different time zones in order to pull that off. And yeah, it was really weird. As I'm in there watching this, I'm like, it feels like I'm in a Zoom call in my old unit back before the internet was huge and whatnot. Oh, wow. We didn't miss a beat, everything was right there.
That's pretty cool, actually, for you to kind of have like that. So, that's really cool.
I can't believe I pulled it off. Like I said, one of the biggest things I've done on my channel so far, and I'm going to try to do more of it with former people I've served with.
I think I knew you were in the military, but moving forward, dude, I'm going to send you a discount code for you can any future orders to be good for life. Just for you, you know what I mean? So thanks, it's actually something I should do for all military, but as I come across them, you know what I mean? But I'll definitely send you one for yourself.
I appreciate it, brother. Thank you.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I appreciate your support too, man.
Oh, heck yeah. I'm waiting for Salem Smoke to show up. Tuesday can't get here soon enough,
Actually, you were like, when I opened it, when I released it, I think you were probably like the 5th or 6th person. I just remembered your name. Like the first couple other people, I don't even know them by, but when I seen your name, I was like, oh, yep, that's cool.
I knew when you were releasing it on Mo's channel, I wasn't going to be able to be there. So I'm like, it's available now. Grab it, get it now.
Right on. Absolutely. I'm almost sold out. I just actually read up on my labels because it's gone so fast. Yeah.
Nice.
I was actually really, yeah. I mean, it was, obviously I've sent out a couple free ones, but yeah, man, I did 100 labels, and I got like 4 bottles left in there right now of the butter.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and I just released it Tuesday, so yeah, I just re-upped on the labels because I don't make my labels in house. It's something that I need to do. But yeah, I just ordered some more labels. I didn't order that many because I don't know, after the first big push, I don't know if it'll trickle out, and I don't want to sit on, a bunch of labels. But yeah, man, I was definitely excited, and they just kept coming. I'm like, and actually being on the live with Mo, that was pretty big day. Yep. So,
oh yeah,
Mo's a good guy.
Mo is a good guy, absolutely. Tevin, what's going on?
Nothing. I'm just glad to be here. Thanks for having me on. Beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. What's going on in your world, man? What's going on in your world?
Just I started back school and just had a couple things pop up. We'll talk about it more near the end of the night, as we're discussing our channels. But things are looking up, and I'm just moving forward.
That's awesome. Good to hear. What is going on, Joe? He has released some really great videos this week. I enjoyed your Meet the Maker. That was really nice. And your review of the same company. So really great reviews. I enjoy your thumbnails immensely, really kicking it up. I've enjoyed, I think I was trying to figure out which one I enjoyed the most, but I think the fishing one was so far my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know. I used to suck at thumbnails really bad. Like, it used to piss me off, actually, that something so simple was such a pain in the ass for me. But thanks to the help of a few other guys, I've gotten it worked out now, and I'm having some fun with it. And, we got a lot. I got something big to tell you guys, but I'll tell you guys later on. I'll let you guys know about it later on as we go through the night. And there's some big stuff coming this month. So it's going to be a lot of fun.
I swear.
Huh?
Jersey boys and their cliffhangers. I got this huge thing. It's like really, really big, but yeah, forget about it. I can't tell you. All right.
Forget about it, son. Privileged information. I don't know what to tell you.
Thing I'm not going to show you, but
we're going to make you guess it.
No. Oh, Johnny's going to be fun tonight.
That's why I'm waiting. I was waiting to just get to the heat.
Hey, Johnny, wait, I'll ask. Johnny, how are you tonight, sir? Anything bothering you, Johnny?
No, not anymore.
No?
Okay. Not anymore. I'm all good now. I am going to grow out my thinning hair, which I told my wife. I said I'm going to grow out my thinning hair because I want to do a video. I'm showing how bad the hair really is. This is why I shave. I want to re-up and revisit the whole reason why I shave my head, and just show how bad it looks when it's fully grown out. And she just gave me this awful look. It was like, I'm not going to touch you for a month if you do that. She was just like,
I've gotten those.
She gave me this horrible look, and I'm like, it's for YouTube. It's for content. She's like, I don't care. Yeah, that's why I have. That's why you haven't seen a shave video this week, because I'm starting to grow it out. It's starting to really come in.
If it grows as fast as your beard, it's only going to be like a week, and then
probably. Whenever I shave my head, Chris calls me a hippie because I do notice I shave my head a lot and I film it. So when I do shave it on video, it doesn't really look like I have a lot of growth. But after 2 days, this is going on maybe 5 days of not shaving my head, and it's really noticeable here on camera. But so yeah, I was. Chris always gets me. He's like, "Oh, you hippie!" Like I have this. I don't have a lot of hair on my head when I shave my head. That's why he called me that. But now, when I do shave, I will have a full head of hair. I just won't have any hair right around here at all.
You can't have a full head. I see that bald spot all the way over here.
Yeah, it won't be. This is it
on the top.
Right here. This is where it's bald, and over here it's real thinning bad. It looks bad. It looks so awful.
It's like those old Fryer photos, man. God's little thumb right on your head, just no hair.
You see the reason why I am bald. I'll show you. It's not like Joe. Joe has a full head of hair. See how his hair is growing? His whole top is hair.
Yeah.
Mine doesn't grow like that. Mine
There's
stops.
one huge difference, John. You're married with children. Joe's separated. He gets to get his hair back. You keep pulling yours out.
Exactly. Yeah. His hair actually stays on his head. Mine grows and
actually,
it abandoned ships. It just.
In fairness, here Joe doesn't grow his hair out because of all my scars, and because of that, I've got these weird parts that run through my friggin' hair. So that's the only reason I don't really grow my hair out.
No, but like right now, like how you have your hair. If I grow my hair like that, you see how like my sides are growing, and this is not really happening so much. Like yours is full. Like mine does not grow like that. That's all I'm saying.
I know you look like my grandfather.
It's that. Wow. And I got the white happening here. Like, I'm only like 36 years old. You know, this is what happens when you drive a school bus. This is what happens. You drive a school bus and you deal with 54 of them little bastards. This is what happens.
Damn. Oh, that's funny.
Kids will kill you.
Johnny, tell us how you really feel.
They're not even my kids. They weren't even my kids. This was like 12 years of driving a bus full of kids. Yeah, I'm so happy it's over.
Yeah. So here's what I want to know, Johnny. I want to hear, and I know that I want to see if you want to talk about your painting experience for today.
Yes. My painting experience.
How you feeling about those paint swabs, Johnny? Want a poster out for you yet, huh?
Hey, Johnny. Those I didn't respond to that message because I was like, the goddamn things are free. Seriously, what are you doing right now?
They were free. Like you know what it is?
There's a barcode on them, so when you bring it back, they can just scan it and they go get you the paint you want.
I get this now.
But here he is looking for security cameras in Home Depot. Like
I know.
But you don't understand.
I got away with it.
I'm used to taking like one or two and okay, this is the color that I'm looking for. Because when I paint a wall, like I have an idea of like what color I want. So I already know when I go into the store, like I'm gonna get these little swatches. Yeah, whatever. Swatches. Swatch. Like the watch. Swatch.
Oh my god.
I usually get like maybe like two or three in the color theme that I know that I have an idea for. But I went into the store not knowing because my wife is like, I don't know what color I want. I don't know if I want white. I don't know if I want beige. I want to know if I want a gray or whatever. So like, I'm like, all right, then you want the fucking rainbow then. So like, I'm going to go and get swatches for every color because you didn't specify what color you wanted. So that's what I did. I walked out with like a deck of cards. If I put a number on each one,
happy house,
and a king, like if I could do an entire deck of cards, every suit, 1 to 10, King, Jack, Queen, Ace, with the amount of swatches I took. So that's why I'm like, I think I don't know if we paid for these or not, but I took a lot. Like it's like this thick,
And Mike, as much as I agree with that, like happy wife, happy life, what rhymes with happy husband? Not a goddamn fucking thing.
That's right.
Well, what you say happy spouse, happy house. That way it goes both ways.
Yeah, I guess.
It's 2020. It's equality.
And I think because on my way out, they were looking at me. They were looking at me like I was a little crazy, and I was like, maybe because the amount I took.
No, because you were hiding them like it was a damn stolen baby.
I didn't walk out like I was like suspicious or nothing. I just walked out like fanning them through, like looking at them all, and I walked right out, and they were looking at me, and I'm like, I think I'm stealing these, but I'm not sure if I'm stealing these or not.
He said, I think I'm.
You have a suspicious-looking face normally, huh?
I was wearing a mask.
Oh,
you can't see my face.
That's even better. He has a mask on.
Yeah, because the eyes will give you away. You're like,
my eyes are too
it's your eyes, dude.
They really are.
They look violent. You're like,
thank you.
Dude, we live in Jersey. We look suspicious. Period. That's that. Okay.
I was perfecting my my
What's going on Twitch?
My angry face with my smiling eyes, because you can do smiling eyes with an angry face under your mask, and I just can't do it.
Oh, wait, Johnny,
it's always like that,
Johnny, I guess I have to apologize to you. I just said an Italian looks suspicious, so sorry for profiling you.
He profiled. Stereotype.
I got him.
I was doing that inhale the whiskey to kill the COVID thing. You heard about that?
Yes.
How do you disinfect your lungs?
Inhale
You
whiskey.
breathe. You inhale some alcohol. That does it.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Does it work?
that's a
You
Navy
should
SEAL
make a
trick.
video.
That's a Navy SEAL trick.
It's a Navy SEAL trick. Look it up. I swear, I'm serious. That's where I got it from.
Oh, good. It's a Navy SEAL trick. So it'll be
Yeah.
in a book and a movie soon. Okay, we're
You
good.
take your whiskey, right? You take your whiskey and you just like that, and you breathe it in, and it goes into your lungs, and you cough a little bit, but it doesn't disinfect your lungs. Go ahead. What's up?
Is the Milwaukee fan club here yet? No, probably not, because they're still alive, right? Can somebody tell Ken from Bluegrass that Milwaukee sucks? Somebody tell him that the Bucks suck when he gets here. Make sure they remind him of that, okay? Tell him the Bucks suck. How was my Friday? I don't know. Another day, man. Listen, another day. It's like freaking Groundhog's Day around here.
Offended.
My wife was off of work, so like it was like, okay, we're gonna do this and that. We're gonna clean the basement. We're gonna mow the lawn. We're gonna paint the house. I'm like, what? You're supposed to be at work. Like, get out of here. Like,
That explains why that whiskey bottle on the back corner is really empty. The wife was home today.
oh, that's a couple days old. That's at least 2 or 3 live streams old. So that's done. You know?
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, Joe, Ken is on a
Yep.
Beardsman live feed right now.
Yeah,
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
That's where
I did-
everybody. They're all at the renewed. They're all at the renewed man. But you know, we're cool
I
still.
picked
We're
up some
still
renewed,
cool.
man. I did.
Did you?
Yeah, I got the one with
You got to
the.
say that in front of our guest? Shh, no.
I know.
I just got from Chronic. I just bought the
It's all
Santa's
good,
pipe
though,
off of him.
It's not like he just said, I bought Renewed Man because Chronic sucks. That would have been messed
Yeah,
up.
no,
I've been like,
I've
damn,
been-
Johnny, why
I've been
you
using-
buying it then?
I've been using Santa's pipe every morning for like the past 2 days now.
You like it?
Yeah.
Pretty strong scent, huh?
I like it. Really, really
It's
nice.
one of those scents, man. People either love it or they hate it. I don't know. I don't
So
know
far,
why.
so far, Chronic has not let me down. Every
This
scent
one
I
right here.
have is good. Like every scent I have is good. That's the next thing. I gotta scoop that up next time.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
Tuesday
it's
can't
almost
get
sold
here
out.
fast
This
enough.
one.
Hey, bearded gay guy, how you doing, bro?
Hey,
It
bud.
smells so
Dang
good.
it.
I like the new label,
Yeah,
the
you guys
black and
smell
the
that? Here, just
black
get
and the
a whiff.
autumn colors. I like
You
that.
got that?
I
I
wash
can
my
smell
hands
a vision.
first.
You
You're
can
good.
smell a vision right now.
Yeah, no,
Are
it
you
smells
using
really good.
different
It lasts
bottles?
forever.
Are you using different bottles on those? Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, I changed them.
They look really
Yeah.
nice. I thought they would look really
I
nice.
changed those. Yeah, I actually went to plastic jars for these. Actually, I think I'm going to switch back once I am done with the metal tin that I have now. I think I'm going to switch back to just for I don't know. Seems like a lot of people have issues with them if they want to like. I don't know. You can't really put them in the microwave if they had any kind of issue like that, which you really shouldn't be putting butter in the microwave anyways. I don't.
They're trying to put your
recommend
stuff in the
doing
microwave.
No, I'm just saying if they ever needed to. I don't know why they would.
There's
'cause I'm
no
like,
way.
dude,
You put
it's
your
like
stuff in the microwave for like 3 seconds. It's gonna be liquid.
It's liquid. Yeah. Well, I mean,
Right.
No, you can't. No, there's no reason for you to put your stuff in the microwave,
This
man.
stuff
Your,
is freaking awesome.
your
I
stuff
mean,
comes
it's-
out super creamy, smooth. There's no
It's-
reason to put that in the microwave.
It
I
stands
do
up
know like
against
the
the best
hemp
in the
and
game
the
right
jojoba,
now.
it actually melts at a higher temperature. So, I mean, even though it's super creamy, but the actual the oils actually break down at a higher temperature, so it might not melt as quick. But yeah, I wouldn't be putting no products in there, man. That shit, it could burn it in like a certain spot. You know how microwaves are. You know, unless you're
right.
stirring it.
Here,
Like when
here's
I
some
do
chronic.
my
Here's
stuff,
some chronic
it's
butter right there for you. Let's see if we get over here. Look at that.
It looks
Yeah.
It's so
Right in
good.
there.
Smooth.
I-
It's
right
We're
in
gonna
there.
make the sound effect.
Yeah, it's got that smooth.
Yeah. No, it's definitely some super
Gone,
soft butter.
man.
Yeah, that's why I really liked it. I was like, and then I'm always like trying to gauge whether it's like because I live in Arizona, is that because of it? And then I looked at the ingredients. I'm like, oh no, it's a really soft.
Yeah, no,
butter.
it's super
Nice.
soft.
Super
Yeah,
nice.
it's the way, you know. I mean, from what I've learned, there's ways to mess it up. So if someone gets it and it's hard, I probably did something wrong to it because
That's
there's been
munchies
back
right there.
it come out and it's like, damn, you know, it's not. It feels like it's almost like a bomb. And I'm like, well, I guess I got to throw all this away because I've even tried to like reheat it and it just. I think it's something to do with the amount of like essentials or something.
Mhm.
But yeah, no, it's some of it can be a little finicky at times, especially the butter. I like to keep it I don't melt it down. Like you'll see some people when they're pouring their butters, it looks like that, right? You know what I'm saying?
It
That's what
did.
it looks.
Pratt, you
And-
got to put Corey's comment up. That was good.
What is it? What'd he say?
The Brewers Table, where grown men all get excited about watching someone press their finger into a can of butter. Welcome to 2020.
I wanted to show that, you know,
What's going on, Corey?
Wow.
yeah, show us.
Corey's a cool ass. Yeah, he's a cool guy. I
Watch
just-
that all
Man,
day.
we're tough. We got beards.
So wait, Mike, man, I heard you and Corey did like a product swap, right?
Well, he won a giveaway.
Yeah, it was mine. I
And
think.
then-
It was mine.
Was it yours? Yeah, I haven't got his product yet. I keep telling him. I talk to him. I've been talking to him a lot lately through IG, and I've been telling him. He's like, "Oh, pick out something," and I'm like, "All right, I'll look at it." I was like, "I promise, I'll look at it and I'll let you know." And then I'm like, "I don't
So
know."
my question is, and I've always wanted to ask owners this: what the hell do you do if you do a product swap with somebody? They get your product and they're like, "Yeah, this is amazing, man, great job," and you're over there like, "Oh man, yours sucks." What do I say now?
Well, I'm gonna take the high road and be like, "Oh yeah, man," you know. I'm not gonna. I'll come. I mean, if I was a reviewer, I might be like, "Ooh," you know.
I mean, that's fair. It's different when you're a reviewer. We kind of have to say, like, sorry, I don't know.
Well,
what to tell you,
I
but-
did a product swap with someone, and I got their they had balm and oil, and the scent, I couldn't wear it. So he asked me, I was like, "Man, the scent's just not for me." But obviously, they're subjective. So I mean that the product seemed good. I did wear it one time, and my beard felt great, but there was no way that I could rock the scent.
Corey's right, man. We're spoiled right now. There's a lot of really good companies out there. Like,
I know.
Oh, yeah.
it's almost stupid crazy, actually. Like,
Well, I mean, I
it's
think to
nuts.
mess up and come out with a bad product, I mean, you really gotta I don't know, be drop shipping from China or something to where you just
We know some
know
of
what
those
I'm-
people.
Well, no, but
Not
I mean,
to-
We
I
don't like them, but we know
not
they're
to
doing
howl about anything or anything like that.
it. Yeah, nobody's howling about it at all.
Oh, shit.
Shots fired! Shots fired!
You started it, Johnny. You got me all revved up. You got me all started up in the green room. Now I'm like, you know what?
Is that who was
go.
bitching?
Let's
Is
just go
that,
and see where it goes.
is that who was bitching before? Where you were like talking about everybody, like some people on that PMS shit?
Oh,
Remember how you were
missed
talking
that
about?
one? Oh, look at that face! Look at that face!
No, that's not it. That's not it, though. That's not it. It was
Nope.
something else.
Nope.
It was something. It was somebody else.
I am going to tell you this. I spent the entire day in the heat. I am so glad I am in here and not out there. It was a 8-9 hour grueling death march of a place. And I am going to rant a little bit here. I do not get
Oh.
very upset.
Whoa.
Here we go.
I do not get upset. But I'm going to tell you this. My son-in-law
good.
did not step in today. He stepped out. He did not help me move whatsoever. I was so disappointed in him. I was just like, "You're gonna let me and my daughter move?"
Wow.
Yeah, because he knew it was 150 today. He wasn't dumb.
No, he's
I
like,
gotta go to the
"I'm gonna
store
sit in-"
real quick. I'll be right back.
So he's sitting in the room, in the air conditioned room, and he's like, "Hey, I got the baby." Yep. And I'm just like, it's 111, and my daughter and me are moving mattresses and a couple
see, I
rooms
would
full
be
You're a
of
like-
better man than me. You're a
I'll
better
be
man than me.
trapped.
I'd have picked up the TV. I'd have picked up the TV, walked into the room, made sure the baby wasn't in the area, dropped it right on his lap, and been like, "Get off your hands. I got the baby. Go start carrying some stuff."
He
Have
either
fun,
do that, or he go to Home Depot early in the morning, because there's guys out there that were willing to do a little bit of work for a little bit of money for the day,
I
and
thought
he
you were about to say
paid
something
for
terrible.
what? Dang.
Nope. And especially in Arizona, that really is a thing.
Yeah.
that's
Oh, it's a thing in Jersey, too.
There's
Trust
Jersey
me.
too. You go to Home Depot at like 6:00 in the morning. There's at least
Oh,
maybe-
they'll paint like 3 rooms for you in like
Shit,
4
yeah.
hours, dude. It's crazy.
I'm considering it.
I
I'm
mean,
considering because I don't want to paint.
Jeff,
Fuck that, man.
I painted
What's
for
going on?
a living when my dad he was a painting
I hate
contractor.
painting. I can't stand
Yeah,
it.
we painted commercially though, like we had big like warehouses, Sam's Club, a lot of different.
Ooh.
And if once you get good at it, man, it's
I'm horrible. I'm horrible at the trim at the edges. Like, don't ask me to do that. Your house will get all fucked up. Sorry.
Well, I should have called this man right here. So he lives literally like a mile away from me, and actually, this is the funniest thing in the world. So Twitch actually, so my daughter is going to a charter school right now to get her high school diploma. He works for that place, and while I'm moving my daughter out, he calls my daughter. I don't know if he knew it, but he called my daughter. Hey, you're a couple weeks before your term. I'm just like, my daughter goes, hey, is that your friend? And I'm like, there he is. He's calling. He's down. You cannot pass by. Dad's everywhere. Dad is everywhere. You cannot get by me. I am everywhere. And she's
how many
just
kids do you got, Andy?
I got 6.
Don't ask. He's got too many.
Wait,
you got a son-in-law, so obviously you must be at least in your
older. I'm a little older. Yeah, I got 4 grandkids as well. So
right on. That you don't. I mean, you carry it well, so I mean that's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
no,
he's blushing now and shit. He's like, don't. I'll stop.
Have you seen his pants? He wears golf pants for fun. Okay,
that's cool, man.
I live in the desert, man.
You wear golf pants.
It's all about.
You're walking around in plaids all day, Johnny. Come on.
My wife buys me these.
Hey,
things.
Kevin's here too.
He's already used his 20 words for the night. He's good.
Oh,
he spoke a lot in the green room. Like he's all right.
He said 2 sentences in the green room. He can now he can recite to his sign language that he does.
Did anybody know sign language?
Yeah. I was about to say that. You better crank that
one
up
word.
Like, this I just can't keep it. I can't keep it down. Like
it's broken.
It's broken. Yeah. It keeps popping up.
What's up, big man?
Did all of you guys notice Prack's rant was, I was really disappointed. Not in
I
how
know.
it was. It was really disappointed.
That's why this kid got away with it today, because it was Prack, and because Prack being angry is like, so you're just gonna sit there? All right, I guess so. And he walks away. Me, I'd have been like, you're gonna sit. Hold on, sweetheart, come here. Get the kid real quick, because I'm about to beat the shit out of your husband. So get the kid. We're gonna have a problem right now.
I understand the situation, because you could be like, you're moving stuff. The guy's sitting there, he's not doing nothing. You can drop all the hints in the world. He's still not gonna move his ass. Like, what do? You can't. I mean, you could throw some boxes on him
in the mouth.
As soon as that baby goes
naturally
down,
lazy person.
What?
Is he just naturally lazy? Or is that just how he is?
I would like to think. So this is the
Not
weird.
Billy
one. I
Rogers.
don't know why he does this, but he has not wanted to meet me yet, and it's been about 2 years. He just is afraid of me still.
What?
And
no one's afraid of you.
I know. See, we'll talk about this October.
It's the dark side of the Prack.
So, Chris, this is the part that we'll talk about in October.
You are as menacing as a box of brand new kittens.
As far as we know. Wait a minute. Time out here.
Exactly.
That's what you
Time
guys
out.
think, though.
That's
He's
as far
just
as we know. We don't know the
Time out.
real Andy.
Listen.
Andy could be like,
Dan C
probably not
seems
even
like
his
he's as
real
threatening as a box full of kittens too, but we found out more recently that Dan used to whip ass for fun. Okay?
I know.
So
I was so surprised by that.
I'm just saying, man, like, as far as we know, Prax is menacing as a box full of kittens, but in his real life, Prax could have AKs underneath the freaking couch, just waiting for somebody sitting on his front porch like, I wish someone would come up here and start some shit today. Come on.
when the hat goes backwards.
I can't see Andy throwing hands. I'm sorry, I just can't.
But my daughters are, legitimately, I was a spanker when I was a kid, or when they were kids. I was a spanker. I don't do it anymore just because I've read so many articles about it not being something that works for
I read the same articles, but I still give my kids they still earn it. That's why I let them know. I let them know you're about to earn that red butt, because I'm gonna make your back porch red. As I tell them, I talk to them like that. And no.
Spread.
I'm gonna knock you, boy.
Time out. I've been on the phone with Johnny before when he's yelled at the kids, and he'll be like, shut up. And then he's like, Joe, you there? And I'm like, I thought you were talking to me, dude. You scared the hell out of me. Hold on. I thought you were talking to me, bro. I got quiet over here. Relax. I ain't trying to be. I'm good.
It's weird because, when I flip into dad mode, especially when my daughter gets me like this, I tell her, clean your room. Now, Melanie, she's 4 years old. So, she knows how to clean her room. She knows how to put her toys away. We taught her this already. When she flat out looked at me and said no, I went, what?
Look, he's getting pissed off now. He's starting to.
So I know how to get to her.
Ready. He's like,
no. The way to get to my daughter is like you that doesn't work. The discipline, the timeout stuff doesn't work. What works is me eating her snacks.
Oh, thanks, Josh.
So I said, okay. Oh, you don't want to clean your room? Okay. I'm gonna eat your chips now. Oh, don't eat my chips. I grabbed the bag and I start eating the chips. I said, I'll stop eating your chips. I'll stop eating your chips when you start cleaning your room. And I'm grabbing handfuls.
He literally steals candy from
I
a
start
kid.
eating her chips. She starts crying. She's getting so upset. You know, because she likes Fritos. You know how like Fritos is the only chip in the world that like fills the bag. There's no air in Fritos. Very little air. When you
That's 'cause
compare them
nobody
to
wants to
Lay's
eat them.
like that, so like her favorite chips are Fritos. So I'm shoveling the Fritos in my mouth and she's crying. And I'm like, well, the more you cry, the more I'm gonna eat. So you better start cleaning your damn room before I finish the whole bag right in front of you. I tell her like that.
I'm so happy I didn't grow up in Johnny's house. Shit.
I know.
And you know what? That room is clean right now.
That's how Johnny
Okay.
asserts dominance. He eats. That's right. It's a freedom. That's right. Come on.
No spanking,
Keep
no
moving.
timeout, no aggression. I was eating Fritos. She was getting upset. She started cleaning her room. Then I stopped eating the Fritos, and now her room is clean. So
I
it
was
worked.
That phone call to Child Protective Services. He ate my Fritos. You know,
Yeah, what are they gonna say? What are they gonna say? Oh, he ate some chips. You should clean your fucking room.
No,
you know
they'll
what I'm saying?
spin it. They're like, "Oh, you haven't fed your daughter in 5 days, have you, sir?" They'll
Yeah, please. Please, before she goes to
Look at
bed,
your
she's
eyes.
Look at
already
this, Grooms, you're a savage.
before she goes to bed, she's already on 8 meals. So I didn't want to hear that starving shit. No way. She eats everything.
I got 3 kids, and the oldest is 6, and I got that dad voice down already. I'll just look at him. I'm like, Michael. Yeah, and he's like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry." You know, I'm like, "Yeah, I know. Get it together."
How old are they?
I don't want to knock you out, dude. I talk to them like they know I'm not. But I'll talk to them like that. Listen, I don't want to knock you out, man, but you're pushing me.
Mike, how old are they?
My son's 6, my daughter's 3, and the youngest is 2. My
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait till they get 13. Now I'm going, Sam, and she just looks at me like, yeah.
I had this conversation earlier with my buddy.
And that's
my
kind of
son-
like calling my bluff. It's like, well, yeah, I'm not going to get up and hit her. So now, damn it, what do I do?
Yeah, my son, he's 6, and he's like, I mean, I'm like 6'1", dude, and he comes up just below my nipples, and he's 6 years old. He's gonna be a big boy. My father-in-law is like 6'4", 6'5", and so he's gonna be. By the time he's 13, we might be looking each other in the eye, and I will. At the end of the road, dude.
I'm like that with my son. My son is 6 years old, and he starts. If he mouths off a little bit, he gets it. He gets it way harder than his sister because I know how to get to my daughter. It's through the food, you know. But with him, it's a different kind of discipline with him.
Boys are butt heads.
The timeouts work. Sometimes the spankings work, or even the threatening of a spanking really works because he knows I'll follow through. So as long as they know you'll follow through with what you're gonna say, you know, they'll get in line. If you're gonna, you just need to do that one or two times to really set that bar. And then once you get that level of fear in them, then you know it's all good.
I found, at least in my life with my child, that eating her food and threatening her didn't do anything but just cause more problems, Johnny.
Really? You can be like, Sammy, you know what? You don't clean your room? I'm going to eat your ice cream.
And then Johnny.
Nope.
And then he
Well, what I've done is I've sat Sam down because I don't know. Sam just always had like her brain's always working. My daughter, she's actually probably smarter than me already, and I've sat her down.
Not saying
And
much.
I'm
Not saying
smarter
much.
than all of us. Are you kidding
No,
me?
it's cool. I was like, Sam, listen. I'll be like, Sam, you don't want to clean your room? Really? You don't want to clean your room? Okay. Well, think about this real quick. So you don't clean your room today. Then tomorrow you want a Snickers bar. I don't feel like going to get it. Then Wednesday you want a new Fortnite thing, and I don't feel like buying it. Then Thursday you want to go with your friends. I don't feel like letting you out.
There you go.
Like, you know, things are just going to go downhill here if you don't want to clean your room. You know, like
yeah.
Okay, now remember, hold on. For the record, we have 2 panel members that don't believe in timeouts. There's knockouts. And Joe, if he tries to eat Sammy's food, he will mysteriously take a trip down the stairs. All right, we're back.
At least I got a reason to fall down the stairs. Chris falls just because he's old as shit.
And
The Nerf wars.
No, but
Yes,
you
exactly, the
You
Nerf
gotta
wars.
find what works. Man. You gotta find what works exactly. Like, oh, you want a Snickers bar? Well, sorry,
You know, if I try to
doing the
discipline
Fortnite thing.
my sons, my daughter, she'll be like, "Hey!" Like if I start to yell at my son or the little one, especially her younger brother, she'll be like, "Hey!" And I'll be like, "You better take that voice or that bass out of your voice. I know
Yeah.
you're trying to stick up for your brother,
they
but
get defensive. They do. They really.
she'll stick up for them. They all stick
Yeah.
up for each other.
No, it's
Like
true.
my
It's
oldest,
true.
he'll be like, "They're only 3 and 2. They're just babies." Like, well, do you want this whooping then? Well,
Yeah,
no,
right.
I'm just saying they're only 3 and 2. But I in a way, I mean, I really appreciate that, and it's like,
Yeah, exactly.
it's like, well,
See,
you gotta
sometimes
stick up for each other.
sometimes I feel bad for Sam because growing up, I had my brother, and we leaned on each other when we needed to, and we worked against our parents, which is the way things should be, right? Your brother, you figure things out, and you go against your parents,
Yep.
trying to.
Yep.
Like Sam's got none of that, and it's just her against me a lot of these times, and it ain't working out for her all the time. Not all the time, at least.
so what are we talking? 60,
She
40?
knows, she knows how to
She
work
just bat
it.
her eyes a little bit. And then it's
She
just
knows.
like,
She knows how to. She knows how to work it.
That was my
warm your
daughter
heart a
started
little
doing.
bit,
I had
probably.
one daughter that just had figured it out. Yeah, my daughter had figured it out.
6 kids though, man. I give it to you. That's a lot. I got 3, and we had 3 in 4 years, and there's days where I'm just like, "Whew, man, can I just?"
Did everybody freeze up?
I think
No,
you froze up, Prack, a little bit.
Crack
Yeah.
you.
Crack
you-
is frozen.
You're frozen, Prack.
I
Am I-
frozen.
oh,
Oh, there
Okay.
you go.
there you go.
Did Pratt get my
I
internet?
think he stopped moving for a second.
Hey,
Oh,
Crack's
no.
gone.
He'll come back.
What?
Actually, how's
Nope,
my
he's back.
internet tonight? Has it been good?
Yeah, we'll try it again.
Yeah, you're
No,
fine.
Mike, you're good. You're good, Mike.
Okay, because I'm up on the mountain, so you guys,
Nope, I'm
anytime
freezing
it's
up again.
hit or miss with me.
Yeah, I know when you were on therapy, like your audio was a little off. Like you would talk and your audio would follow you. But
Okay.
Hey, gone
you're
again.
okay now. You're okay now.
Hey, I'm glad to see you guys figured it. Did you take that job or?
No,
Oh,
we
okay, I
couldn't
didn't
come.
see it.
We didn't come to an agreement.
Oh, okay,
They-
right on.
And it was all in the start time. All they had to do was just let me start an hour later, and I would have been golden. But
Mm.
you
Yeah, I know
they
that.
don't-
Yeah, I messaged you, said that they offered or whatever, and I didn't follow through
Yeah,
to see what it
they- that's all. That's the only thing I wanted. I didn't even care the rate of pay or nothing like that. I was just like, let me start an hour later because my wife needs to get home from work and all that stuff because her office is extending hours because of COVID. They're trying to fit 50 patients a day, 70 on a busy day. So she's not going to get out until like 7 p.m. Because of COVID, normally her hours are till 5 p.m. But because of COVID and all the backup and everything like that, they extended hours to 7. So I was like, I know you want me to start at 7, but I can't start at 7. I have to start at 8. And they didn't want to budge. They didn't want to work with me on it. So I'm like, you know what? If that's the kind of place that I'm getting into, then I can't. And that's it. I told them I'm not interested anymore, and I'll find something else. No big deal.
Yeah. It sounded like that was like a mob job or something. Anyways, here.
No,
pick this-
the
here's a
gig
cell
is
phone.
sweet. It's so fucking
whoa,
sweet.
whoa! We don't talk about that kind of stuff here. All right.
Let me tell you how this job was. You
Okay.
go.
Oh,
Friend,
Pratt's
a
gone
friend of a
again.
friend of a friend.
Look,
go
you
on.
brought up the mafia, and Pratt just disappeared. Way to go! Way to
This
go!
job is
Hey,
so
maybe
sweet for
you never
anybody.
know. He could be the Godfather.
Anybody that
Pratt,
could
could
do
anybody
it.
else imagine Pratt as like a collector? Like,
Debt collector. You never know.
like
Break
showing up
one
on your
kneecap.
doorstep. Like, excuse me, I don't want to bother you today, right? But you took out a sizable loan with my friend, and I think it would just be best if you paid it back now. I really don't want to have to break your ankle. All right,
If you-
please.
I'm gonna rip
if you
off
pay-
both of your kneecaps.
If you pay him back now, like in full, that'll be good. But if you have to, pay in installments, then we'll have to add some percentage. But the job was sweet.
No, he
It was
said
like
that
literally
before.
you get a text, you pick up a truck that they tell you to pick up, and you drive it to the other location. So you're going from
Yeah.
depot to depot. Super easy, super fucking easy.
Yeah, it's like that's some.
It was awesome. I was like,
No
yes, sign me up.
questions. You
You
just
know?
get it. You get paid cash.
Mike said it best. I think Johnny had that routine down a little bit too easy, you know?
Well, they kind of
He's all-
finished it. Joe started it, and Johnny finished it. It was like they were in sync there. Like literally, Joe stopped talking, and Johnny just finished his sentence.
Forget about it, Mike. Forget about it.
And now I'm going to come up missing. They're like, we know where Tennessee is. we know about the mountains and the hollers.
See, they should have went with the 8 p.m. shift. I'll be working right now if they did. I would have started right there. Would have started the next day.
You done, Johnny?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. I was worried for myself when he used your government name. That look on your face. Ooh.
Oh, and I said the full name.
If looks could kill.
I didn't say. I was like, I was just surprised. You know, I was more surprised. You know.
Well, I just seen that when I get it. Well, the text message come through when I get notifications for sales, and it said, honest, I don't even want to say it now. I can't even say it. I don't know how to say that name anymore. It said Johnny Grooms. I was like, I was like, is that you? No,
but that look, like he's in the middle of drinking and.
The thing is, like, I like to have
Johnny did. He was like
different names because, like, if I buy something from a company, I don't want them to. Sometimes I don't want them to know that I'm a reviewer.
Okay, hold on. You just said you'd like to use different names.
Yeah, I like to use two different names because
names. Keep going.
Because sometimes I don't want to let them know that I'm a reviewer. I want to just go in as a I don't want them to know that like. Yeah, that's my of course. Yeah.
No, I don't know.
That's my government name.
Don't be asking these kind of questions though. Yeah, his accent came out. I was like, I'm sorry.
See that?
No, because like sometimes I don't want to let them know that I'm going to do a review on their company or something like that. I don't want them to send me something like I don't know, something special or whatever. Like I want the full consumer experience. Right so on. Like if I order from, let's say, since you're on the show, if I order from Chronic and I order from my government name, you don't know I'm a reviewer. I'm going to get your package the same way you would send it to Joe Blow, anybody else. So I can open it up and be like, look, like, Chronic's got like really good packaging. Everything came nice and secure and nothing spilled, nothing, everything was wrapped up nicely or whatever. And I could be true in what I'm saying. And then like, you didn't just special do it, like special double wrap shit just because I'm a reviewer. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's why I do things like that.
I think you think way too much about those things. Yeah. Like I think that most companies don't really. They're like, okay, I'm shipping to a reviewer today. Maybe I'll throw an extra sticker in the box real quick. Yeah.
No, some dudes
that's pretty much me. If it's for a reviewer, you're gonna get 3 stickers because you're special. Other than that,
like I got Bam's lump of coal soap, right? And he like double shrink wrapped it,
because it's you.
And that's what I don't know. And that's why I don't know. Maybe he wanted to fuck with me a little bit, which was good because it was funny. Yeah, like I was like, what the fuck? Like I'm like trying to open this thing and it's like double shrink wrapped. I couldn't get to the soap.
Or maybe Dan is like my mom. My mom used to take Christmas presents, man, and she would friggin' tape every piece of that present to the point where come Christmas morning, we would just all get up and go grab knives out of the drawer real quick because it was just going to be a whole lot easier that way. A whole lot easier.
When I do giveaways and I send something and I ship something from like my collection over, I take the black duct tape and I just along the whole box just to give an extra challenge to whoever gets it.
I know I bubble wrap the shit out of my bottle. I even bubble wrap the jars just so they don't get dented. But I do that just for security. You know what I mean? I'd rather it be extra wrapped.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's true.
And not break, because I've worked in freight forwarding, dude. I've seen what people do in packaging. Well, it says fragile. It can say glass on it. They don't give a shit. I mean, I care just because, I don't know. That's how I work. But I would watch people. They're like, oh, this says glass. Oops. I dropped it. I'm like, okay, And so I just make sure, and I haven't, knock on wood, I haven't had any issues yet to date.
Is Prack back or is that a green screen?
He's good. He's back.
I'm back. I had to go reset the internet.
Oh.
And then actually I went and told kids, get off the damn internet now.
Yeah.
I'm on a screen.
You should have done. You should have ripped that PS4 computer right out of the wall.
right out of the wall.
It's like switch.
Just
I'm
kick
just
it
like,
over.
How dare you try and play a video game while I'm doing a live? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Remember,
It's like
that's
it's
how
like
his
using
kid-
all the hot water in the winter.
That's all how kids make money, remember? Sniping people. Hey, here's your 100, Dad. Fuck off.
It's funny.
So true.
So how many cents does Chronic have in total? Because I want to see where I am in my collection.
7.
I got
7?
Munchies, Wake and Bake, Homegrown, Shatter, Interview,
Interview.
the Unscented, obviously. Well, it's not, I got Unscented, and then I got Santa's Pipe. But I think I'm about to pull Santa's Pipe.
Why?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm so happy I got it. Then if you're gonna pull it,
No,
I'm so happy.
I might bring it back. Actually, I got a really sweet Christmas scent I'm gonna come out with that it's nothing like any other kind of Christmas scent. And I don't want to talk about it right now, but I just made it up the other day. Someone gave me the idea. They're like, dude, this would be a really badass Christmas scent. And I'm like, oh, I got all those, and I made it, and I'm like, oh, I wish I could just release it now, honestly, just because I really wish I could, just because it smells so good. But it's gonna come out on November 1st.
Oh, that's
Cool.
But so
November
I
1st,
got
so-
Santa's Pipes, yeah. And then I got this one right here. So I mean, technically, I guess I got 8. Was that 8 or 9? But this one's gonna be gone. And then actually moving forward, most of my stuff that's gonna come out, with the exception of like seasonal stuff, is gonna be CBD.
Oh,
So
awesome.
that's
Nice.
just gonna be, yeah.
So I don't really know about, because I didn't watch Mo's live. What is the newest one? What's the scent profile and stuff like that? What's the info on that? Because I didn't really see most things. I just couldn't catch up with it. I got a lot to catch
I
up.
don't know if I can.
Okay,
It's,
so it can be clear. So it's Salem Smoke.
Yeah, Salem Smoke. It's a it's I don't know why I gotta read it. Like, I don't know. Apple, cinnamon, salted caramel,
Ooh.
and cigar. And the cigar is like a Cuban cigar, like the Cuban tobacco cigar.
Oh shit!
So it's kind of like a sweeter.
Yeah,
it
let's
smells
piss the wife
really-
off right now.
Johnny's looking at his monitor. Got over it right
Let's piss the wife off right now. She's gonna get mad as hell. She's like, "You bought another beard oil?
You made me fake, woman. I get an oil. Screw you.
What's wrong with you? How many beard oils
Now-
you gonna buy?"
Yeah.
Either I get a
That's
beard
his way
oil
of
or I
keeping his wife in line.
Yeah, I might
shit.
come out with a scent here. I was thinking about I have this scent for hunting. So I was thinking about releasing it for like a limited run. It's like a nature earthy scent, but it'd be perfect for like hunters or anybody. I don't know if any of you guys hunt or anything of that. Jersey boys up there, yeah, you guys don't. Probably not. But,
It depends.
yeah. Oh, what are you hunting for? He's like, if I'm at the club. I'm hunting for something. But so I might drop this hunter scent but I don't know if it's going to be really worth the effort of doing it, but it's actually just like an earth scent. It smells just like dirt, like soil.
Okay.
Nice.
So
Well, you
Yeah.
throw some extra strong cannabis in there, and I'll get it eventually.
So Rob is saying he would buy that the winter scent now.
the,
He's like, hey,
the
drop it.
Christmas scent, yeah.
Yeah, he's interested.
I'm gonna release it November 1st. So
nice.
it'll
It's
come out.
just around the corner. Just around.
Yeah, it smells really good. I mean, when the dude reached out to me, he's like, "Hey man, I got an idea for you." And when he said it, I was like, "Wow, that sounds really good." I might add something else to it, but it smells really good. I like it. So it's kind of a cool spin for the whole Christmas theme instead of being like the pine or like the winter fresh or whatever. It's like a little bit darker kind of spin on the whole Christmas theme. So.
So I have found out that, like, you know, with my reviewing of companies, you know, I've reviewed a good amount of companies. When I really like a company, I'll do like a repeat review around them. When I really, really like a company, I do a lot of purchases on them. So like, I feel like I'm really coming into the space where like I have found the few companies that I like to buy from, like exclusively. And it kind of is like cutting into like me reviewing beard companies, because I'm like, I already know that I really like this company, and like I've bought so many combos from that company. Like, I want to like try and put my money into another company that I may not like? You know, like I got to spend my money wisely. So like, even though I'm a reviewer, but
Johnny, I have no clue what you're talking about. None.
Oh,
whatsoever.
I know you like that. You like that Chesapeake stuff. I like Chesapeake too. I just like I don't know. I find myself like my checkbook is gravitating towards certain companies. Like, and it's like I can count them on one hand. Like, which ones are the ones that like, are in my top shelf up in my room. So like, of course, Chronic is one of them because I have like 3 or 4 of them up there. It's weird because like you go on my top shelf, it's like Fable, Chronic, and I got a little bit of Clever thrown in there and stuff like that. So like it's just it's getting hard for me, which like who to buy for to review, because like just because I'm a reviewer, like I don't know where I'm going with this.
Have you ever thought about because I've thought about it, like if I was ever a reviewer, that maybe different kinds of scents, whether they're essential or fragrance or whatever, maybe that can affect the way the product, because I know I think about that when I make them, right? If I'm adding essentials and fragrance oils or just essential or just whatever, I think about like, I know it can kind of mess with the integrity of the butter a little bit. I don't know why. I don't know if it's something to do.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, it's nothing like too crazy where it would be like I don't think anybody would notice. But like I can just tell, like it'd either be a little thicker or thinner or something, depending on. Maybe it's because I have to add a little bit more for it to actually come out, because you don't know there's like so much you can add per. But I don't know. As a reviewer, have you ever thought about maybe looking into like, okay, only testing essential, that's only scented by essentials or fragrance, and maybe even do it for the same company to see if there's any difference in
see what I'm gonna have to do then is divide what's essential, what's fragrance oil, right, of my collection, and then really just like hone in on which one is going, I prefer more as I use them. I really like, if I find a company like that has like that formula down that really works for my beard well, like I start like, that's where I spend the money. That's where I find my type. That's like my type,
That's cool, because like I've done it with a couple other companies like Johnny Slicks and Ready Man. Now sometimes I get lucky and like I listen to Joe, and for once he was actually right. I tried Chronic and I discovered a hell of a company.
I appreciate that, Chris.
It's the hemp oil and the hemp butter that like really like my beard just like responds to very well. So like that's why like I really enjoy Fable CBD line, and like I have a lot of Chronic beard. Just it's great stuff coming from this stuff. Man.
My beard loves Chronic. I mean, I've never had that experience right out of the bottle where I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
First time used right out of the bottle.
It got me all excited this week. I was just like, I hate when you go, why did I wait on them? I have a couple companies where I go, why did I wait so long for that? And I've been kicking myself because I'm like, I should have got some more stuff.
Yeah.
They had like I could have had a month of Chronic and had all sorts of fun stuff with that one.
Yeah.
Wow,
plus you got a lot of times where I've dropped like 40% off. Oh, hey, what's up, bud?
Hey, what's up, kid? How you doing?
How you doing, buddy? You got any Fritos? You listening to
that? I got any
Fritos. What's your favorite chip?
You know what? I've been on.
Did you clean your room? Did you listen to your dad today? Did you listen to your dad? Good job.
Flaming Hot Cheetos, man. Flaming Hot Cheetos. I don't know why, because I'm getting.
You know what Taco Bell did? Taco Bell got rid of the Fritos. They got rid of the Fritos burrito,
and they got rid of like the triple A. They got rid of a bunch of stuff. I just seen it the other day.
Carrie, welcome in to Fine Beard Co. Zebra, I see you out there. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, hey, What's up, Scott? What's up, Scott? How's it going, bro? I think Tyson jumped in earlier from.
What's Tevin? What's your son's name?
Weston.
Weston.
Oh, that's cool.
Weston, you listen to your dad, okay? Everything he tells you to do, you got to do it. All right.
What do you say?
I don't know.
I think you got to listen to mine. Did you say mind your own business?
Weston, you can tell Johnny.
Not to strangers, just to your dad.
Yeah, exactly. You listen to your daddy.
Listen to your dad.
That's awesome. So I am going to do our one giveaway. And what are we giving away, Mike?
We're gonna do a bundle.
We're gonna do a bundle.
Oil, butter bundle. My strongest, the
bundle.
longest
We're doing a
duration
bundle.
actually probably would be this new stuff, and then Santa's pipe, and they probably last the longest. I don't know. It seems like it depends for me. But Santa's pipe's probably the strongest scent.
Yeah, Santa's pipe
is
lasted me 12 hours.
very nice scent.
Yeah.
Very
And then
nice.
this stuff
It's that
right here,
cherry tobacco.
Mo said he put it in his beard the night before, and then woke up in the morning and could still smell it.
You,
So
you can I was talking to him on the phone. I applied Santa's pipe at 5 a.m, and like at 7 at night, I'm like, I still smell the cherry. I've
yeah,
never
that
had
cherry's dark, man, and deep.
It's good. It's a black cherry, right?
Yeah, it's black cherry tobacco.
Yeah.
It's really,
Very
really
nice.
Thank you.
So
I got it upstairs. I got it on my top shelf already. Like as soon as I got it, I wore it. I'm like, yeah, this staying here.
Well, I know you did that wake and bake. You had that big butter nipple for a long time.
I still have it. I have it right here. Where's Wake and Bake? Wake and Bake is right. Yeah, Wake and Bake is right here.
What is Wake and Bake? Like the simple profile.
It's
That's Wake and Bake.
it's a coffee cannabis, but I've
Yeah.
actually like over the because I just celebrated my 1 year anniversary on the 1st of September. So since I've launched or since I've opened the business, I've changed it a few times. As of right now, it's actually a fresh brewed mocha cannabis, and it blends. I think that's the one I'm going to keep. It smells so good. That fresh brewed scent, and then with the mocha, it smells really good. Yeah. So who's ever bought it within the past month, they've got the newest version of it, and I love it. So I didn't really used to I didn't like dislike it, but I always knew I had to like. There was something about it I wanted to change, and now I kind of got it figured out. So
happy belated anniversary, Mike.
yeah,
thank you. Yeah, it's been
Sure.
1 year,
Well
man. I
deserved.
launched my IG channel, opened the website, and everything on September 1st. So last year.
Wow. All right. So there
Yeah.
you go.
Way to go! Way to go! That's and very good stuff. I mean, I think we take it for granted because we're consumers, but I've talked to a lot of companies at this point, and this is no easy task to make good product. Not in this, especially not in this atmosphere where there's so many different companies.
There's
You
so
have-
many companies.
You have 5 guys that are saying, "Hey, this is one," or at least 4 of us who have tried it, saying, "Amazing, amazing, just amazing." And I enjoy when I
One
get
of
a
us,
bunch of reviewers.
one of us has been telling the other guys on here
That is
since
true.
the day we started the show that you needed to go get Chronic.
Johnny bought it a long time ago. I think.
Yeah.
That's why I said
Johnny
some
and I
of
think
us.
Chris did. Yeah.
Johnny wasn't part of the show in the beginning,
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it's true. I wasn't.
Actually, I remember when Johnny.
so Johnny
bought it.
wasn't here to back me up. I was on there telling everybody on here like, yeah, go get Chronic,
So,
get
I
Chronic.
actually
I'm
remember
telling
his
you.
review. I was really impressed with it because I had already had people reviewing it by that point, and the quality of John. When you did it, I was like, damn, man, I was really impressed by it. You know,
Hey,
I
Joe.
mean, it was-
He has good
Jo-
content.
Joe, don't like dislocate your freaking arm by patting yourself on the back, okay?
I don't have to pat I just have to know one thing. Was I right?
You were right.
No, you're never
Oh,
right.
no.
Well, yeah. I told you, Mike. I told you,
Yeah.
Mike's butter stands up against any butter in the game, and it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say it forever.
It's
Thank you.
so smooth.
appreciate
And
it.
I really enjoy that butter. That's one of the ones where I was like, I this is a really good butter, and I enjoy the fact that it's so creamy all day long, and it's poured. So I love that. That's awesome.
yeah. Thank you.
And I
appreciate
like
that.
the metal tins too, because I think that those are pretty solid metal tins. I've gotten recently some real thin metal tins, and I'm
I like
eh.
the low profile stealth. I call them stealth tins because they don't take that much real estate in the pocket, and they're like nice and form fitting to the hand. They're not too bulky. That's why I like them too. They're good to travel around. Like I could bring it in my pocket. I bust it out, and they're like, "Oh, what is that?" And I show them like, "Here, give it a smell. Smell it. It's called Chronic Beard." You know,
Right.
it helps. It helps.
Yeah,
No,
Shatterfly's
absolutely. I
amazing.
appreciate that.
Because
Yeah, I really enjoy Shatterfly. Actually, that's
Just-
one of my favorites, dude.
just look at the thickness between the tins. You know, this is bulky in the pocket. This is like not so much real estate in the pocket.
Yeah,
I've loved Shatter from the day I got it. I'm almost out of it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. I know. Actually, I talked to you about that. Actually, you know what's really good with the Shatterfly is mixing a little bit of citrus with it. That
Oh,
extra-
I know. Mike was talking about that he has his own personal batch where he threw a little citrus into the Shatterfly mix, and he said it came out awesome.
That's
Yeah,
actually what I'm
no.
wearing tonight.
I'm doing that now. I do that now.
However,
Yeah.
one of the other ones I love from Chronic is Munchies. But if you guys see, this oil is barely touched because I'm not allowed to touch it.
Not allowed.
I'm not allowed to
Oh,
use
I
it.
know.
Sam says this is hers.
Sit there.
That's right.
She's the only
You
one who's
can look
allowed
at
to
it.
use it when she chooses to. Besides that, I'm not allowed to use it. So
Yeah, with the
So-
beard, I do. I carry like my friends get annoyed because they're like, "Do you
thanks.
always carry beard oil with you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do," because like I like to have my beard feeling nice all the time. And I notice if I
That's
notice
awesome.
that my beard is feeling a little dry, especially having a dip in the pool or
Johnny's
something like that, you know, I
Johnny's
bust
like
out
the
the
Tin Man
bottle.
from the Wizard of Oz. He's always
No,
got his oil
it was-
can ready.
It was Thanksgiving dinner. I busted out a bottle of beard oil just to freshen up the fragrance before we started eating. And they're like, "What's that?" And I show them, and they're like, "Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna buy a bottle." Hey, there you go. You know, that's how it works.
Yeah, right on. Hey.
So we're doing a giveaway, and I handled this today. So I'm going to tell everybody, and you're going to have to do some digging to earn Chronic Beard.
Oh boy.
You're going to have to earn it. So,
The answer is
know how-
the Nile. The Nile.
so
I had-
on my
I had-
IG this week, and I want everybody who does this, who's participating in the giveaway, I want everybody to be subscribing to each one of these folks, especially Chronic Mike. Get on his Instagram, follow.
I actually do have a YouTube channel, and
Oh, cool.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but if anybody wants to subscribe to it, once I get out to my new shop, which I'm like about 95% there, I'm just waiting to get my internet hooked up. I built a shop for the business, so I'm not working out of my bedroom and dining room. So yeah, once I'm out there, I'm gonna be actually putting out a lot of content on YouTube. I got a lot of really unique stuff from
Very good.
like a company standpoint, and just different goofy fun stuff that I want to do. And so yeah, if anybody wants to jump over there and subscribe, that'd be great. It's
Please do.
think
Please
it's
do.
rolling.
And
Yeah.
sounds like a lot of fun, and I love those. I love when a product owner is creating their own YouTube. It's fun. I like Fables. I look forward to something like yours as well, where you see the behind the scenes stuff. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. I'm gonna
Ruddy
be doing
Man's the same way. Ruddy Man's the same way. I love when he just picks out the guitar and you're just like, wow, this is awesome. I enjoy that
Right.
perspective.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of a goofy dude. I know they probably don't show maybe too much on IG or stuff, but I like to joke around and be silly a lot. So I want to kind of bring that out in videos on my YouTube channel and kind of show a different side of me, but representing the company and implementing different products and just different things. And hopefully it'll be a hit and I can just blow up. Which is
Yeah, there you go.
that's my goal. So it's
I hear you.
reachable.
Cool. So here is their challenge. Here is the challenge. I did 4 videos on Instagram. I want names of 4 songs or 4 artists that went along with those songs. So I'm gonna have to be. I give you a couple minutes. I'm giving you a couple minutes. Giving you a couple minutes.
I know.
But-
It's crack. So what am I thinking? Simon and Garfunkel, Barry
I'll be right
Manilow.
Nope, I already know
Mike
2 of
knows.
them.
Mike knows. I talked to him all week long about it because these are all right up his alley. Actually,
Well, yeah, pretty
a
much.
little bit right up.
Yeah,
They
they're
had
all-
the
they're all
whole
good
theme.
ones.
They were all themed right.
All theme, exactly.
Just go to Prax's Instagram real quick, guys.
Yeah, just go to my Instagram and you can see some fun videos that I made this week, and I enjoyed because I really got down on doing different genres of music with the same Chronic theme.
Mhm.
So it was really fun. I enjoyed doing that.
Yeah,
Pulled
yeah.
some of my old
There's
70s
no
swing
answers,
stuff
Owen.
in there. I threw some 90s stuff
you
in
go.
there.
What's up, Zebra? Haven't seen you in a while, bud.
Oh my God, Tevin talked.
Yep, y'all are talking about Chronic and how good it is. I'm the only one
4
in
of
the
them.
panel
So
that don't have
we
any
had one
clue.
of them right.
Yeah.
So anyway, so keep going while they're trying to dig through the internet and figure out what
Figure it all out.
figure out my special recipe. Weston's in house though. Still, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I remember when Caden was that small, and he just was always like wanted to be hanging around with Dad. I love that. That's good times.
That's how my oldest, he's glued to me. It's weird, because me and my wife, we've been together for 10 years, and we got married and had our 3 kids, and the first one, he's been glued to me. My daughter, she's just super independent. She's the middle child, and then the baby, my youngest son, he's like a mama's boy. So it's just kind of. I mean, my daughter, she's kind of glued to me a little bit, but she's so independent, which is cool though, being a little girl, you know. But she's a pistol, man. You know, it's
Johnny's eating. There's the clue. He's feeling buzzed.
Uh-oh. So how old are your kids, Andy?
We got,
29, 23,
Hey,
23.
check Jeff Rice, Brack.
Yeah, so I was just looking. Tom Petty, Afro, Sabbath. There we go.
Yeah,
He won it.
there it
He
is.
got it. Yep.
Congratulations, Jeff.
Very good job, Jeff.
Yeah, I knew at least the three. I didn't the Tom Petty one. I don't know if I didn't think of that one.
Did Mary
Crack-
Jane. Mary Jane's
Crack
Last
with
Dance.
Sabbath
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah, Sabbath, Snoop, and then
Because
Afroman.
it goes with chronic beard. That's why.
Yep.
It's
Sweet Leaf.
crack.
It was Sweet Leaf with Black Sabbath. It was Tom Petty's Mary Jane's Last Dance. Snoop, I think, Nothing But a G Thing.
Yeah,
And Afro Man is one
because
the high
Joe.
video. The high.
I got high.
Crack with Snoop Dogg is like seeing the Pope in church. I mean, seeing a strip club. It's just stuff you wouldn't put together.
Hey, Miss Bluegrass, how you doing?
That's awesome.
Congrats.
Hey,
Oh,
hey. That's a
Oh,
cupcake
Miss
queen
Bluegrass.
herself.
I wish I had some of the cupcakes right now.
I know,
No
cupcakes,
doubt.
cookies, come on.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Cupcakes are
Miss Bluegrass, where's Mr. Bluegrass? I need to make fun of him because the Bucks are terrible. That's
You know
Well,
what I'm thinking now?
I think she's a
DM me
Wisconsin
on
fan
IG
too
as
because
well.
she's actually from Wisconsin.
What are you
Now
saying?
that sorry.
Oh, I just
No, what
told
was that,
Jeff to message me on IG.
Yeah, please. Yep.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That actually took some digging. And Sabbath, Sabbath was the one that I was like, I'm not sure if anybody's ever going to get that one because that one's old school, really old. That was what I started playing back in the 80s. When
I saw Miss Bluegrass, and all of a sudden my mind went to baked goods. I was like,
Right?
like I
Everyone got
really
hungry.
Dude, I'm all out of cookies. It's a problem.
Yeah, I've been hearing about these cookies.
with I want cookies with peanut M&Ms in there. So
Oh,
like
nice.
when you eat the cookie and you crack open the shell, you get the chocolate, and then all of a sudden you get the whole peanut in there. Like, oh, that's got to be good.
Johnny,
That's
didn't you guys have
gotta be
enough of
good.
that on therapy? Enough peanut talk?
Oh,
Salted peanuts, eating the shells and everything. Come on.
Do you know who needs to do it?
That's like a barbaric, animalistic way to eat peanuts. Sorry,
shell?
Joe.
No.
But like I'm thinking like cookies, right, with like the peanut M&Ms or even the almond M&Ms.
Oh, those sound
And you
good.
get like the melted chocolate with the nut in the middle. Oh my god, that's got to be delicious, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, like I got eat like a whole freaking box of that right now. Like,
Johnny's dreaming about delicious chocolate nuts. I'm just going to leave it alone.
Did you see what James came up with as his crazy? He had a cookie within a cookie. Crazy Metal Chef had made for our
Nice.
beards and desserts. Had like a cookie within a cookie. He had like
See?
Nutter Butters in the middle of a cookie.
she said she's gonna make them.
Oh, there you
Boom.
go.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
Sounds awesome.
Hey,
Yeah,
I
so
was
I'm gonna-
second on the list, Mrs. Bluegrass. I'm behind code. Johnny goes to the bottom of the list.
What? I just gave her the idea for cookies.
Doesn't mean you go right to the top. Wait your turn.
That's funny.
I'll have to hide them.
I'm actually going to be going live with Ken on his channel in October, I think.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
If I get baked goods from Mrs. Bluegrass, right,
I will stab you.
and they get to my house, I would have to hide
There you
them.
got
Like I would have to hide a phone number or a text from another woman, from my wife, because
Johnny, only because I
she
care
would
about
say what? Baked goods from somebody else? Like what?
That's the blade I'll use.
It's a dangerous game. It's a dangerous life to live in my house if I'm going to do that.
Oh, those sound
You know?
too good though.
Yeah, it's like what's that movie? Is it Indecent Proposal where the guy like offers up like
Yeah,
Oh,
you know
$1 million
somebody,
bucks.
yeah.
Yep.
So like if somebody else was like sending me baked goods, it was like
I can so see it.
you take it to the whole nother
Who's
level,
sending
like-
you baked goods? Oh,
Yeah.
this lady. Her name is she's married to a guy. There's just no spin
Yeah,
on it.
she's
Oh,
like 100. She's like 112. Don't worry.
How would I get
She's
out of that?
She's a nice old. She's a nice
have
old
to hide
granny.
I would have to hide them and like keep them away. Like
Johnny's
You know?
wife will beat him the moment she finds the cookies. You know,
yeah. No, true story. Let me tell you a true
Oh
story.
my god! I'm
I
talking about
went-
domestic abuse, and you go, true story. You got to hear.
Oh, yeah,
Let me tell you. Let me tell you
she
how.
knocked me straight out one punch.
Let me tell you how my wife is with food and stuff like that. I went to go get like some takeout. I went to go Taco Bell, whatever, and I ate it in the car. And I knew on the way driving home, like I gotta drive with all the windows down because I gotta get the scent out, right?
Oh my
She
God.
drove her car and she was like, my car smelled a little funny. She's like, what did you do to my car? And I'm like, nothing. I didn't do anything with your car. No, I'm not hiding.
You got to hide Taco Bell?
Yeah, I gotta hide food, man. That's what my life is.
You're a
Smells like
vegan, right?
tacos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta hide
What would you
food.
do
Like
at Taco Bell? That's gotta.
no, they have a black bean. They have a
in
black.
general, though. That's gotta like hurt.
Well, no, you just like I get a black bean Crunchwrap Supreme, which is like a Crunchwrap Supreme, but instead of beef, they put black beans in there, and it tastes like beef. So
just
Johnny, beans do not taste like meat. Just
Yeah, I
stop.
was like, they taste like
Stop.
beef.
whatever. Anyway,
If you wanted it to, I guess.
that's what it
We're
is.
not going to convert anybody on this panel to that.
I'm not trying to convert. Don't start with that
She
shit.
tried to
'cause I'm not
convert me
trying to-
once.
All right. Leave the vegetarian, vegan man
child.
be.
So like we have a child. So like don't get me started because I'm trying to keep it together. Look,
And I saw Carrie's comment. Good blade, Carrie. Good choice.
it is what it is, right? Either way, doesn't matter. She still smelled it. She smelled the remnants of Taco Bell in the car. So I got like something about like, oh, you eating fast food in the car or whatever. Like, so it's on that level. So like if I ever get
Been
cookies,
enjoying that, Carrie.
if I ever get cookies from Mrs. Bluegrass, I have to like hide them and like really hide them away. And that's how I have to do it.
You're not allowed to eat cookies? And cookies?
See, now they're both sign languaging. Look at this. They're both sign languaging now. He's got him to do it.
I thought he was dancing.
Father
I thought
like
he was doing
son.
robot.
We're having fun, right? Yeah.
I can already see that new video from Johnny. Mrs. Bluegrass, I have to return the cookies because my wife is mad at me.
No, I wouldn't document that thing. I wouldn't
Wait, whoa, time out. Wait a minute. We need to get something very clear here.
say anything.
If your wife gets mad about cookies in the house, you do not return them. You get in the car, you drive the half hour over here, and
Yeah.
you drop off said
There
cookies.
you go. Yes.
Yeah, and I'll
you
eat them on the way over there and be like, oh, I gave them to Joe. And that's it.
Johnny's wife. in
Where's the
background
cookies?
looking all mad,
That's funny.
Oh, we've already
What's
talking
up,
about
Tyson?
cookies.
She smelt it. That's right.
Hey,
She
Tyson.
smelt it. She smelt it, Tyson. She did.
So was she pissed off?
Mm-mm.
Was she jealous?
She just was like,
She's a little
you know,
jealous.
she's like, I can sense that you did something, but not enough for me to fight about it. So
She has the force. She's using the force.
like, we moved on. We moved on past it. But she was like,
Did you
I
give her
smell.
the eyes.
No, I didn't give her nothing. Look, when it comes to my wife, like
Johnny's afraid of
He's
his
like,
wife.
I go, yeah.
it's different. It's
Tail
different.
in between the. I get it, dude. My wife's a really good cook too, so like, and she does all kinds of stuff for me. Yeah, so I don't fight and argue. I'm like,
It's right. You
nope,
don't.
I didn't go. She's like, did you go to Taco Bell? I'm like, no. She's like, why is there a chunk of something in your beard? Oh,
Yeah. She's like, she looks for receipts. She looks for like stray lettuce. You know, when you eat a taco, you get some of that lettuce that falls out.
that's what I'm saying. You
Yeah.
got a chunk.
So
of
like you gotta check that carpet. You gotta check between the seats. Sometimes that little string of lettuce will fall through. She'll find it, and then
like,
that's it.
you smell like fire sauce. I'm like, that wasn't. And you just start drinking in front of her. No, I don't, woman.
Yeah.
Can you just see a typical day in Johnny's house? His wife walks by, just bitch slaps him. He's like, "What's that for?" You know why? And now Johnny's like, "What is she know?
sense it.
She know what's going on? What do I gotta hide?"
Let me tell you, last Friday when I went to go to the Taco Bell run, right? I was like, I got off the live and I'm like, look, I'm going to Taco Bell. I said, do you want anything? She goes, no. She goes, I could take a Crunchwrap Supreme though. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm like, okay. So I went, I got 2 on the way back because that was
Yeah,
it.
there you go. You got to.
You got it. Yeah. You got to take those subtle hints and just run with them.
You know what my wife will do? She'll be like, "Oh, what do you make for dinner?" Because she gets out of work late, and
My
I'm like,
mom
"Oh, I
makes
made this or whatever." She's like, "Oh, okay," and then I'll be like, "Why? You want something different?" She'll be like, "No, but I can pick you up something." I'm like, "I'm only gonna get something if you do." No, okay, I'll get something.
Yeah.
And then and then she'll come home and she won't have nothing, and I'll be like, "See, I feel guilty now. Like I don't even want to eat this shit. Like, I don't know, but
my mom.
No, my favorite one was
She does. She makes pumpkin cheesecake. My mother.
My favorite one was when my ex used to go, "Hey, what do you want to do for dinner tonight?" And I'd be like, I don't know. What do you feel like getting?" And then she'd go, "Well, I don't know. What do you want?" I don't care. Whatever you want to get." "Oh, I don't care either." "All right, let's get this." "Oh, I don't want that." What the hell? Wait a minute. Time out. Hold on. Obviously, you do care then. So, what do you want? Well, whatever you want to get. All right, so then let's get this. "No, I don't want that either." "Well, that's option number 2 shot down now. Are we going to keep doing this?"
right,
That's why you get in the car. That's why you get in the car, and then you look at her and say, "Hey, guess where we're going?" And the first thing that pops into her mouth, that's where you take her.
There you go, dude. Devin's got it figured out.
Oh,
You make her pick without her knowing, because subconsciously,
That's the whole
she's
Jedi
growing
man.
up.
Jedi mind trick right there. Yes.
It works every time. Because I used to have the same problem, and I hated it.
See, if I did that to my wife, we would be going to get sushi every time. So
I like sushi.
I like sushi, but I can't. I don't get full on it. I have to. I think in order to get full on it, I would probably end up sick. Right? You're like, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna die now. So
I know exactly what you're talking about too. Like yeah.
So I go to a Korean place that also does sushi, so you can eat the Korean barbecue. Plus, you can have some sushi like appetizer.
nice.
Type
Yeah, as an appetizer. There's been many times we'll go. There's a place called Yamada's, and it's a Japanese, and we'll get. And she'll be like, "Oh, how come you're only getting a little bit?" Because when we leave here, I'm gonna stop and pick me up a steak, because this is just finger food. You know, I'm not gonna.
Right.
You can eat as much as you want. I'm only eating one little couple pieces, and I'm gonna go get me some food. Because this
like
is
tapas.
a snack.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
tapas. I never get full at tapas. I love the food, but you can never. I just like, okay, when's the real stuff coming?
Look, I went to tapas. I went to go to eat at a tapas place in Manhattan, right?
Topless or tapas?
Tapas. Where
I've never heard of it. Is
every
it like
single
sushi?
No, tapas is like little. It's food in really small portions.
Right.
So if you order something, you may get like 2 or 3. Like let's say, like I got fried goat cheese balls and honey, right? Which is kind of like a mozzarella stick in a shape of a ball, but it's goat cheese.
Okay,
And they put
I heard
a honey
them words
drip.
were mixed up for me, so I heard something.
Oh, it's so good. So
You went and got some cheesy balls.
Got some goat. I heard the goat, and then the. Oh, that's cool, man. Whatever you're into, Johnny. I'm not
goat
judging.
cheese is really good. Goat cheese. If you never tried goat cheese is really good. If you haven't tried,
I like goat cheese if it's made right. Yeah, no, I like goat cheese.
Right.
So we had fried goat cheese with honey on it, right? And you get 4 goat cheese balls with honey, and it's like $17 an order, right?
Damn.
It's only 4.
Kevin's doing sign language. I can't even see it.
They're just waving and
$17.
So
doing
by the
synchronized
time we were
waving.
done with that tapas order, it was like well into $200 plus. With eating at tapas in Manhattan, it was like ridiculous. It was
Because it's Manhattan.
I've never heard of it.
But I'm saying like
it's
you know,
a Spanish thing. So it comes from Spain, and it's just like little things, and most of it's like wrapped in like grape leaves. And
Oh, right on. So
super good. I mean, it's really, really good. And I had it in DC the last time I was in DC, and it was so good. But you just are kind of hungry after. You're like, oh, okay, well,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I was hungry. I wanted to
Kevin, people want to know if the beard is back for good, dude.
Oh, yeah.
There it is.
The beard's growing. It's growing back. I decided that I'm gonna.
Right on, Weston. Gone.
Fish are going in the water.
Why did you shave it off? Was there a reason?
Okay, so at first, when I decided to make the channel switch, I was going to do shaving videos, talk about shaving, just anything in general, picking up razors at Walmart. But now that, okay, for some reason, I don't know if anybody,
just got a fucking dirty mind, dude. Sorry. I'm
No,
like,
you're fine.
you lost me for a second. Go ahead. Sorry.
Hold on a minute.
Well, no, you just said shaving anything. I didn't. I didn't.
Okay, I got it.
With razors.
No, okay, so with me, like most razors just feel the same. So what am I going to talk about when when I'm doing my reviews? I mean, all the razors are different, but I was really bored with that subject. But the reason why I shaved off my beard mainly is because I wanted a new me, new channel, mindset, reset the whole thing.
Mm. That's
And
cool.
then he decided to come back with it. He's like, "Man,
So you're
maybe
gonna
I
keep
should."
the Ginger Dad name? Or
You have to go into the double-edged razor thing where like the razors that you actually get for the double-edged razor thing, they matter. Some are made in India, some are made in China, some are made in Japan, and they make their razors differently. And some of them cut really well, and some of them cut really crappy. So like, that's when the whole reviewing of the razors things come from. And some handles are really like good for you, and some handles are not. And some have like tension control and all that stuff. So there's a whole different like world of reviewing when it comes to reviewing those kinds of razors and stuff. Chris knows what I'm talking about. He's got a bunch of.
I've got 14 right now with the safety razors, and I
Oh,
only
wow.
use them just for the cheek line.
I'm not going to be doing razors no more. Like ever since Friday, like this Friday, I've changed the whole channel. So I'm basically just I'm not restarting all over again. It's just since a couple things happened, I'll probably talk about that more either tonight or maybe tomorrow with my live stream. It's
So
just
the break is back.
huh?
The break will be back.
Yeah, the break will be back. I just took a break off. I took a break off.
You
He took a break from the break.
From the break.
Yeah, I did. I spent some time with
What's the
family,
break?
and that was well needed. I've been down. I've seriously been down, fellas, for like, I was upset. I didn't know if I was going to continue YouTube. I was just really upset with what's going on in my life right now, to where I said I'm almost done. And I just took a well-needed Saturday off, spent it with family, and came back this week and figured out what I was going to be doing, and I'll be moving on from there.
So what's the hint on what you're going to be doing?
Okay, so I'm going to be totally playing off the dad, and Ginger Dad, making it mostly family content. I'm still going to be doing the Basics 101, because ever since that I put out my shaving video on, teaching young men that don't have fathers in their life to teach them how to shave, I've had one person message me saying, I have a son who lost his dad recently, and he's about to start shaving, and I just want to thank you for this video. And ever since I got that one message, it's been worth it. That whole series, even like my last video was on how to tell time, with an analog clock, and it wasn't. I knew it wasn't going to blow up, but I want to keep doing videos because. Hold on, bud. Because
that's awesome, though, man. Because that's little thing like the analog clock. That's gonna go away, right? I mean, everything's digital, so that's really cool.
But I don't know. For my heart is dedicated to people that don't have a father figure in their life, and there's plenty of people out there that don't have dads or don't have somebody that can teach them those kind of things. And I've reached out to the community saying, hey, what would you guys like to see that fathers would teach their children? People would say how to jump a car, how to change a tire, et cetera, so forth. So I'm going to continue doing the Basics 101 series because I enjoyed it so far. And then just making family content, and also answering some tough questions. Like, what do you do when your parents get divorced? That's a very, it's a touchy topic, but it happens.
Wait for your dad to get married again, and then again, and then. I'm sorry, that's just me. I'm sorry.
Yes.
That was.
Okay.
You're going with your channel is good because like even like me, like I had a father figure in my life, but he never sat me down and told me how to shave. He never taught me how to like apply deodorant or anything like that. Like my dad was very like he went to work in the morning.
Did you say how to put on deodorant?
He didn't teach me how to do anything. I learned everything on my own because like my dad never sat me down and was like, oh, this is how you shave. This is how you do. This is how you take care of yourself. This is how you do things. And like both my parents worked from, early morning until like 9 o'clock at night full time. So like they were never there. So like my parents, I didn't have YouTube to like show me how to do shit. I had to like figure it out, That's how I grew up, So like to have instructional videos from, a dad showing how to shave, and even it's something simple as how to tell time. Some teachers don't even like think that's like a valuable thing, anymore. Teachers are getting rid of shit.
Yeah.
Like they're getting rid of teaching how to write in cursive. you know. So like I see like how to tell time on an analog clock as probably one of the things that they're gonna get rid of. So like a video out there that explains in detail how to tell time from an analog clock, I feel that's pretty valuable. Like I watched the video and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, I can see the direction and like how this is like useful. You know what I'm saying? So like when Tevin's making these like videos, if I stumbled upon these videos back when I was in like middle school and stuff like that, I would have watched those videos and like really took them to heart because I'm like, all right, that's how I'm going to get taught how to do that. So Tevin's doing like a great thing with his videos. That's, you know, what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean,
no,
I'm still going to do reviews. I'm not sure if I'm going to continue doing beer product reviews just because Friday night, you know, I had some friends come over and we had a really good time. And I'm like I didn't know what to do for Friday's video. My plan was to put out a video every Monday and Friday, and I would just sit there. I was stuck. And I almost said I was going to be done with the channel. And then I took a book after hanging out with my friends, you know, started writing ideas down. I literally filled up about 3 or 4 pages of this book of video ideas that I can do that's based around family, that's based around, you know, a couple ideas such as the Basic 101 series. What can you do with your family during the fall? Also, somebody suggested this 31 family Halloween movies that are kid-friendly for families to watch at their home.
That's subjective.
It is subjective, but so is everything that we do.
Yeah, listen.
That's
Friday
That's subjective because, you know, like I sat down and watched it with Sam when she was like 7. So, I mean.
Okay, so
Friday the 13th.
Friendly, I'm talking about PG, not tip style.
Tevin, you can also break it down further. Like I was never taught how to do laundry, how to load a dishwasher, how to iron a shirt.
That's one of them.
Yep,
You know, those things are very, very valuable.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. I'm saying I was never taught how to iron a shirt, how to iron a button-down shirt. I never learned how to do that.
Can you
bring
put
back
up-
home ed
I learned
in
in
the
the
military, right?
I first did interviews down the back. I had creases because I didn't
Can
even
you
know.
put up Tyson's comment real quick? So that's actually something I was thinking about doing going forward because, like, just like Tevin, you guys know I do the dad stuff. In fact, Tevin's been involved with the dad lives and things like that, and he will be going forward. I value his opinion and that kind of stuff. But I, like Tyson, had no idea what I'm doing with a 13-year-old girl, really. I just kind of learn as I go here.
Yeah.
But for me, it's like, you know what? There's going to be somebody after me in this same spot. So as I'm learning these things, why not make it into content, put it out there for anybody, man? Like if you need it, it's there. I mean, I don't know if everybody in the community is going to watch it, but it'll be good for somebody.
Yeah, exactly. That's why we do videos. It's not because you think it's going to blow up. I mean, that you do it because there's somebody out there. And if my video is helpful to one person, it's worth it. I don't care if I get 5 views or 500 views. If that one person found it useful, boom, the video was instantly worth it. And when I got a message, you know, because I wasn't directing it towards anybody. It was just how to shave. And because, I don't know, like there's grown, you know, young men that need to know how to shave. I had to shave. And luckily my father was able to teach me in high school because I had to shave every day. And that message made everything worth it. Like that made me want to keep doing it.
Yeah, that's why I do my step-parent stuff.
Yeah.
Because let's get honest, you know, is there a lot of videos out there for step-parents? No, it's all you really learning as you're going. You got to be very, very careful because in essence, that's somebody else's kid that you're electing to raise, you know? And, you know, like I said in my video the other day, you can get a crippling fear when you're sitting there going, are they going to get their shit together? Are they going to try to come back and take my child from me? You know, because technically, yeah, you're the baby daddy, but no, you know.
Yeah, it's tough. Completely agree.
You know, I started a channel back in 2016, like trying to like get healthy and lose weight. It's called The Bearded Father. And my main objective was to share my journey, but also was just to be really positive and to share my life with my kids and stuff. And I always ended every video with be a, you know, positive influence and role model for your kids because, you know, your kids, that's what they're going to do what we do, not so much what we say, right? They're going to follow. And I would have people, and my channel kind of started to blow up a little bit, but I would have people message me and thank me for things that I've said or made them think about with themselves, and that made me feel so good. Just knowing that someone said, "Oh, you helped me get through the day. You're so positive. Your energy was great. I decided to start losing weight, or I decided to stop drinking pop, or whatever it was." They made a little lifestyle change, and it helped them. And to get those messages, and they would come in a lot, and it was it just felt amazing, right? And it wasn't about any kind of views or anything, but when I started getting those messages, I was like, wow, that's what I want,
It's that wholesome content.
Yeah, I mean,
absolutely.
When I did a deadbeat parent rant, it was amazing how many women reached out to me, and I'm like, okay. It's weird hearing like a guy, yelling at other guys about this. You never hear it. And I'm like, guess what? You just did.
Yeah.
Joe, Ken's here.
Ken is here.
Ha!
What's up, Ken?
The Bucks suck. There we go. It's better.
Damn. He's been holding that boy in quick.
Yeah,
Hey, Ken. Hey, Ken. How was your evening going? Did you Giannis a good night?
Hear what Richard.
Maybe
Giannis?
you need a butler around your team. Sorry,
Did you hear about
I'm
that?
done.
That Richard Jefferson compared Giannis to Scottie Pippen.
I thought that first of all, I thought that was messed up in more ways than one, because first, it was messed up because he meant it as an insult. And second, Scottie Pippen's one of like the 50 greatest all-time players. Like, relax here, dude. That's not a bad comparison.
Scottie shut it down though. Scottie said, "Who are you?" or something like that to Jefferson.
Yeah,
it was like a.
Scottie was like, "Who are you to compare anybody to anyone?" Like,
oh yeah, who are you compared to? Nobody, basically.
When did you become a Heat fan? Since they gave Giannis his second straight MVP, even though he didn't deserve it. That's when.
My nephew's a huge Giannis fan. He actually just joined the Marines. He's going to ship out on December 14th, so super proud for him. He just graduated high school this year, and on his when he turned 18 on July 2nd, he signed up for the Marines.
Where's he going to boot?
I guess Paris Island. I think that's where they said.
Okay.
I think that's what they said. Yeah.
This time of year, it won't be that bad.
Yes, he goes in on December 14th, and he's already got one person to sign up underneath him, and he said that one of his other buddies might sign underneath him. So I think if he has two people, then he can go in as I don't know if it was an officer, but he goes in as something. I don't know. He goes in higher rank. Yeah. So when I told him, I said, "Hey man, if your other buddy wants to sign underneath you, dude," I was like, I'll give him $200, bro. $200 bills. I mean, obviously that ain't. I was like, but I'm just trying to help him out, And I was like, once you start getting paid, you just give me back $400, man. It's cool. No, but I'm really proud of him. So
that interest rate, forget about it.
Is this your brother? Is this your brother?
Oh no, it's my nephew. My sister.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, he's actually really smart. So he took his ASVAT and he scored super high on it. So he can work as some kind of like civil engineer and some other stuff that they're like, But knowing him, I think he's wanting to do the. He wants to be a diesel mechanic, so I think that's where he's gonna. He might go that.
Think about going into the Air Force, where all the smart guys go.
I got family of Marines, so.
Yeah. Oh, there you go.
My great grandfather in World War II. And I was supposed to join.
Totally get it.
But,
okay, Eric, I know Paris Island is always bad, but when you add the heat and the humidity, it makes it even worse. And he's going later on in the year, so it ain't gonna be that bad.
Yeah, he's going to be there December because we're going to celebrate Christmas early, obviously.
Oh, so that's cool. That's actually really cool. So my daughter went through MEPS twice, and she had they were being pretty tough on her, and so she went through. I think she had some birth certificate issue, and then the second time she coughed at MEPS, and I was like, and then they sent her home. So then we were just like, we're not taking any more days off during high school to go through MEPS again, because she was gone for like 3 or 4 days each time. And we're like, you should not cough at the MEPS when you're doing the medical, test. Don't cough. They're being a little picky. And she had because Army lets you pick, right?
Yeah.
So she got to pick. She had some sort of unicorn job. It was like, photographer for the Daily Stripes or something.
out there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was like some unicorn job that sounded amazing, and then she messed that up, and then she just was going to go in as what I don't know what it was after that, but she never went in, and she was ROTC for 4 years, but I was like that close to getting one of my kids into the service, and it was Army, I'd go with that. It was cool.
You better be cool with that, Air Force.
So yeah, my dad was 26, and I was this close. My eyesight kept me out of flight school, so I said I'd rather go to college.
Yeah, I'm super proud of him. The whole family's proud of him.
That's really cool news.
Yeah,
Joe,
yeah. He keeps making
making
his remarks that when he comes home from boot camp, that because I've always messed with him, just kind of giving him tough skin. He's my nephew. He's
That's right.
But he told me, he's like, yeah, when I get out of boot camp, he's like, I'm just gonna have to beat your ass. I was like, well, that's pretty. I mean, hey man, you're gonna be coming to the ground with me. I swear to you, no matter what, you're coming to the ground with me. But he's a good kid, man. I'm super proud of him. My sister's freaking out, but can't even bring it up in front of her. She's a single mother, and she'll just break down.
Yeah.
But
That's a tough one. Yeah.
yeah, she'll be all right.
My nephew was in the Marines for 4 or 5 years, and he was like, "Oh, I'm so excited," and then he got supply, and he was like, so not excited about supply. He did that for 4 or 5 years, and he was gonna go. He screwed up his enlistment by getting a tattoo because they're very strict about getting certain tattoos in certain locations, and he screwed up. He got some sort of like Indian feather on his forearm.
Yeah, but that was back when they had this big, huge thing about, you can't have your sleeves rolled up, and if you do, you can't have any tattoos from like here to here. It's that new military BS. They finally got rid of that. So yeah.
Oh, so he could have. Yeah, it's too bad because he really loved being a Marine. He was really into it. He was stuck in South Carolina.
He's been going to train or like this exercise twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and he said that he finally threw up for the first time. And I was like, actually, you're proud of yourself, dude. I mean, you literally pushed your body to that point, and that's. I mean, he's like, yeah. He's like, I just couldn't hold it in. They were doing they had to do like 15 burpees and then do whatever, and then come back and do 15. And I think they were sprinting and doing, I don't know. He's like, by the time you weren't allowed to walk. He's like, if you started walking during the sprints, he's like, everybody had to start over. And I was like,
wow.
I got a question. I got a question real quick.
Go ahead.
I don't know a lot about the military and all that stuff. Obviously, I'm not, not in that mode, I don't know. I'm ignorant to all that. So when you go and you sign up to be in the military and all that stuff, and you do all that basic training and everything like that, and you go to the range to learn how to shoot and everything, and you get all those skills, are there actual like soldiers boots on the ground, on a front line, like in a war, like it was in World War II, or are all the wars fought with drones and is it all remote now, or is there actual
It's a mix. All right, it's seriously.
Is it a mix?
Yes,
because I have no idea. So I was
it's not static warfare like it was in Korea. Okay, we're your trenches over here, our trenches.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. It's
Now you got into Vietnam where it was unconventional warfare in a jungle, and they tried fighting it old school ways, and they figured out they couldn't.
Okay.
Now they've got basically big bases in the middle of nowhere controlling certain areas, and drones do play an important part where they can lend fire support on a mission. So you've got troops that are going out there trying to find the bad guys, or just going out making a nuisance of themselves. So frickin' Terry Taliban comes looking for us. It's the stuff you get taught in basic will save your life if you listen.
Okay.
That's awesome.
Because you're taught.
That's the reason why it's taught, right?
Yeah, you're taught how to shoot. And if you listen to what they're teaching you and not go in there going, oh, well, I was a competition pistol shooter and I can, split the gnat's ass off a dog. No, listen to them. You will be able to shoot expert every single time. They teach you basic combative stuff, hand-to-hand combat. This is how you can potentially survive a fight. But no matter how good you are, there's always somebody better. You just got to be better.
Worried about my nephew then?
Oh, God, no. No.
He's talking about coming home. I mean, I'm a big dude. He's about 5. He's 5'8", about 170. I'm 6 foot, 290. But I can bench press over 100. So I figure I can flex him, you know. But he's talking about coming home and he's like, I'm gonna put my hands on you. I'm like, oh man, come on, I don't have to beat you up, dude. You're a Marine.
Everybody gets that way. Like, when they teach you the hand-to-hand stuff, they're like, we're teaching you just enough to know how to get your ass kicked. You know, and
Oh my god.
you get further stuff out there.
Enough
You
to,
got all these idiots who go to basic training and they're like, cool, hand-to-hand, let's go. Then they go to a bar the first time you ever get off base, and they're like, a couple dozen in them. They're like, combatives, here we go, come on.
I
And it's
get
like,
you.
just no.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to not be scared to put your hands up too, right? I guess if you're fighting, and I know he's just kidding around, but you got to not be scared to actually bang out and get punched and.
Yeah, it's all those fears you got to get over. And it's like, Mike, when you started your business, you know, that first sale you made that was not friends or family, that had to be pretty scary for you.
Oh, bro, honestly, the reason why I took till September to launch, I could have launched in May. And I was making every excuse, but I think it was just scared. Like you said, it was just, yeah, you know. But, you know, I was just curious, the training that they teach you, because, I mean, I've been in training. Like, I've learned how to box when I was young. So, like, that's stuff that I can carry, you know, till today, right? Like the movements, you know what I mean? The hip movement, right? A lot of people think you're going to swing with your arm. Like, it's hip, bow, it's a snap, right? Stuff like that you don't realize if you don't know how to do it. And then once you learn it, you're like, wow. So I'm just curious, like basic, you know, what kind of, is it just general defense type stuff? Or, I mean, I don't.
It's general military skills that you're going to learn in basic. They have to break you down from being a civilian and get you into a military mode, because it's an entirely different lifestyle when you serve this nation. You know, it's, you don't have any of these, oh, I've got freedom of speech and I've got this time, we're going to work from it. No. You're nothing. You're a piece of government property.
GI, right?
Yeah. It's, when you go to your advanced training, that's when you learn your job. The real hands-on great experience is when you get to your first unit and you find those combat vets and you soak up every bit of knowledge you can, because they've been there, they've done that, they did it, and guess what? They're home and they got the fucking T-shirt to prove it, you know?
Honestly, Chris, I'd love for you maybe to sit down, man, on an IG live or on an IG DM with my nephew. Maybe you could give him a little, because I know he talks to people that his recruiters and whatever, but they're gonna, you know, who knows what they're telling. I mean, they might be telling him what he wants to hear, or I don't know, but it'd be kind of cool for him to get from an actual gentleman, you know, a little bit older and has been through different things, man. That'd be kind of cool for him.
Not a problem,
we
Mike.
can figure something out, man. We'll, you know, let you IG him. We'll on a DM.
Yeah. And like I said, you never stop serving. It's forever. Your love of country. And look at that live feed I did. You know, you didn't see 6 people on that screen bitching about how whatever screwed us over or anything. No, it was love of country, love of your brotherhood, and that never goes away. I guarantee you, when he gets to his first unit, those people he served with, he's going to remember them forever.
I believe it. It's almost like playing football, right? Like, I mean, I know it's kind of different, but in the same sense, playing sports, that camaraderie, that can, you know what I mean? You come together when you're down in the trenches, right? And you're getting your ass kicked, but they're getting their ass kicked with you, and you guys are all beat, you know, or whatever. Or when you're high and you're on top of the game and you're bringing that all together. I mean, I totally can get that, man. You know, because it's special. It's stuff that you'll never forget, man. Even smells, right? I don't know if that's something that I can remember, smelling stuff like the grass, you know, just, and it's crazy, man. It's good times though, good memories.
I mean, it's weird. Like people who put like gunpowder in the beard oil, when I smell it, I'm like, freedom. You know, you get that scent thing back, you know?
I thought about gunpowder.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
What are your thoughts on that kind of scent? I know not to like change gears, but on a gunpowder scent?
You want to do a gunpowder scent?
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Seriously, I love it.
Like it.
Yeah.
If it's done right with some really good matching scents.
Let me tell you what, you experiment with it. You send me like, a little tiny dropper, a little bit worth of oil, and I'll let you know if it smells good or not. You just keep sending it to me. All right.
Just keep saying everything. I got you, John. I got your address. So.
Shameless.
I got you. No, honestly, I like to send out. I got certain people that I send stuff to that actually they're not even in the community, just because I know they're going to give me a straight up.
Right.
They're not that any of you all wouldn't probably, but I know they're going to be like, bro, no, absolutely not. Like, what do you think?
That's what you need, is you need the honest.
I'm like, you don't even have to be that mean, dude. We're supposed to no. Like, you don't have to call me a name. Like, talk about my weight.
just to get a sense. It could be like a stupid little tiny mini. Like, this is your 1 ounce.
You've seen my samples. Then did I send you any samples?
No.
I showed them to you remember? No, we were in the green room. I got 10. What are they? 10 mLs, I think. Remember, you were like, "Oh wow," they're like. I wish I had some in front of me.
Look, if it was like a while back, I don't remember.
Yeah, you was doing shots and.
He's fine.
That's good time.
But yeah, that's how I like when companies send me like samples to sample scents and stuff like that. Like, I don't want a whole ounce. I know sometimes they throw me a whole ounce and I'm like, no, just send me like a tiny, like a couple of drops. I'm good. Like, I'll be able to get it from that.
I'm with you, Ken. I don't know if I can like powder and beer.
See, I think that's what's fun about companies is that if you get this connection with them and you really are after supporting them, you're not just kind of like, hey, cool products. But if you get that, I'm sure that you have just a few guys that you're just like, and you said, that will just be the honest guys that are supportive of your channel from day one, or from your company from day one. And I think that's cool that you have those connections. I talked to several companies that have like a following, and you could send something new to those guys and they would give you the skinny,
Yeah.
Define.
Terry? Is that Terry from Define? Is that his name?
What?
What did you send him that wake and bake? Actually, when I met Johnny, the first day you wore, I'll remember it for the rest of my life. First day you wore wake and bake, you got drug tested at work.
Yep.
Like, that just doesn't happen.
I just came back.
Obviously,
I just came back from a week at Vegas, and I'm not gonna lie, I was in Vegas and I was in a dispensary in Vegas because it's all legal over there, And we did the damn thing over there, and like as soon as I got home, I got the chronic, I put it in, and they were like, "All right, don't go anywhere this morning." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me?" And they're like, "No." And I'm like, "All right, fine, whatever." Like it's been like a couple of days. Like, I should be fine. In my head, I was thinking, but like no issue.
In my head, I was hoping.
No issue. I passed my random drug screening, like no problems. They didn't have any issues. They had an issue with the prescription drugs I was taking, which were way stronger than what I was doing in Vegas, because they're like, the prescription drugs they give you are like ridiculous. I stopped taking them, but like, yeah, when I was in Vegas, like I was just eating some dried mangoes and drinking a couple of like root beers and stuff like that had THC in it.
I was like, there's no way that's like, eating dry mangoes and drinking root beer.
That's all.
You get high off the mango.
Yeah, just small doses of tea, maybe like 10 milligrams of mango and like maybe 25 milligrams of a can of root beer and all of that. Real mellow stuff, like, and So
you failed it with THC then?
I failed it for the amphetamines that I was on that they prescribed me.
Okay, because I'm glad you didn't bring up the Vegas thing, because I never knew that. You never mentioned that you had the THC in you, because that'd have been really bad for me for business at that moment, especially in the beginning. They'd be like, "Oh, they put wake and bake in. He fails it for THC."
No, I didn't fail that. I didn't fail that test at all, because I didn't fail that test at all because
they Mike over right from the start.
They flagged me for having amphetamines in my system, but then I showed my prescription, my doctor's letter, and all that stuff, and then I was fine. But it was like ever since that one drug test, all the way from back then, it was a monthly harassment because I was on prescription drugs, which I already cleared with the DOT. You know,
but
I got my physical done. All the letters were in, and they still every month were harassing me because I tested for amphetamines on that one drug screen. So like it was a monthly continuously harassment every time. I'm like, Jesus fucking Christ, like really, guys, come on.
I agree with Carrie from Define. Who the hell prescribed you meth?
Hey, my psychiatrist.
Wow.
You know, I got ADHD. They give you Adderall. Adderall is methamphetamines. That's what Adderall is.
Methamphetamines, not crystal meth. I don't think.
Yeah, meth is different than crystal meth.
Yeah.
Johnny
No,
would that
No
murder
chemicals
would be
in meth.
if he was on crystal meth.
No, when you have ADHD, they give you Adderall. Adderall is methamphetamines, and that's what it comes up as. So
you take Adderall, huh? That's
yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I used to. I don't take it anymore.
Just can you see Johnny as a bus driver?
Huh?
You see Johnny as a bus driver? He's like,
No,
Get
you
on,
take
Adderall comes a pill, I think.
you take a pill and you're on time. Like you're on time to the minute. You got so much focus in you. You're like,
You know, I grew up, man. If you wasn't 15 minutes early, you were late.
mm-hmm.
No,
That's how.
You're on
that's military
early
time right there.
Yeah, seriously. And I'm like, well, shit, man. I'm about to be 5 minutes late, so I'm 20 minutes late in your eyes. Then I'm real disappointment, I guess. No, but I'm gonna be late to my own funeral probably. That's just how I.
Well, doctor prescribes meth. Every psychiatrist that has the ability to prescribe medication prescribes meth. You believe how like readily meth is available.
You know, that stuff that killed one of my best friends, man. Basically, it destroyed his life. He got so far gone on it. He's taking the 30s, the orange ones. I think that's the highest you can get. The 30 milligrams or whatever it was. Or man,
my therapist. She was telling me a story about a patient of hers where she was double dosing and drinking Red Bulls on top of it because she couldn't maintain that high the very first time she had Adderall. So like she kept double dosing and drinking Red Bulls and everything just to get to that level when you first take it.
you know.
Huh?
You're not supposed to get high though.
That jittery, yeah.
It's that level of focus that you get when you first take Adderall. You get this like streamlined euphoria focus where like you're like laser beamed.
A lot of people actually relate or compare Adderall to cocaine.
Yeah,
the high
Guys,
and the
hold it. Joe, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, don't lie. Are you okay?
I'm good. Just keep talking. I'm fine.
Yeah, he's out of it.
You have a headache? Are you okay?
I'm good. Just keep talking. I'm good.
Man.
Yeah, okay.
He's having flashbacks of Adderall days. He's like, oh.
Yeah, it was
Even in my worst days, I was never an upper kind of guy. I like my downers.
See, I was never a downer guy. I don't know why.
My downer.
I've never done drugs actually ever, so
My downer.
that means
I was a downer, and cocaine was too damn expensive. So that wasn't happening.
No, I never went there, but like, you know, I did the Adderall because it said that I needed it because I have ADHD, and she was like, you know what, it would help you in your professional career if you take this, then you will be able to focus more and you wouldn't make such mistakes and all that stuff. And she was right for like, you know, a good year, but then after that year, like that taking the antidepressants and all that stuff, like I was on 2 different antidepressants and I just didn't feel like myself. I felt like a robot. I felt like somebody who was numb. I felt like numb. You know, it's hard to explain. Like I felt like I was there, but I wasn't there. Like I was looking at myself from the outside in, and like I just hated that, and I hated the hate I felt.
You guys find it kind of scary how quick they can prescribe somebody a pill?
Oh, yeah, it's like
and just be like, oh, here, take this, and then they're like, oh, you've been taking it for 3 months. Well, you're gonna have to wean off of it. So, well, how the hell is that good for me if I can't just? I mean, I just it's sad, dude. That the thing that people just they're like, oh, here you go. Oh, you don't sleep. Oh, here, just eat these.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
You'll
you don't
sleep
sleep,
great.
take some
How about-
Ambien, and go take a walk in the middle of the night. You don't know what the fuck you're doing.
Yeah, how about maybe change your diet, drink some water, go exercise, tire yourself out,
Yeah.
meditate. Maybe have you ever, meditation, dude, changed my life, bro. When I learned about it was so hard,
Mike just said the
so
bad
hard.
word.
You said the bad word.
Just gave crack a hard on. Yeah, no,
I know.
no.
I'm a meditation teacher, so.
Oh, dude, see, then you understand. Listen, when I first started meditating, oh, my mind was right bouncing. And then, I'm running through these little programs or these little things that would kind of help remind me to bring my mind back. And then once I was like really getting into it, and I would meditate first thing in the morning. I'd wake up 5:30, meditate, dude. Boom, clear my whole mind, dude. The whole day I was focused. I was more productive. I felt more calm. The days I didn't meditate, I literally was like, I was like being mindful of the way, like once I started doing it, there's no reason to ever not do it. To take 10 minutes and just clear your mind, focus on the littlest thing or even things I wanted to accomplish, focus on that for 10 minutes a day. The next thing you know, you're doing it. It's so amazing.
I agree.
That I don't know if it's a mind trick or if it's
No, it is a mind. Well, it's your mind tricking. It becomes a habit of your mind, and you actually are increasing your white brain cells. So you're actually increasing your frontal frontal cortex, and it actually is increasing your white matter in your brain. So it's actually really cool. It helps you kind of find a different reaction and response to different things because you're actually able to see things in a different way. So I'm going to wrap this up. My wife is pinging the hell out of me. It's been a long day for me. If you guys want to go in after dark, you guys can be happy to do that. I think that we'll just kind of leave it at that. And we'll usually we kind of give a little bit of shout out. Thank you very much, Mike, for coming on in.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. And so we'll go around real quick. Mike, what's going on with the next week or two for you?
Just trying to get this CBD stuff straightened out.
Cool.
Once that's gone, once that's good, then I'm gonna launch that hopefully soon. But right now, I just released this Salem Smoke. It's flying out the door. I've sold over 90 orders or 90 bundles in the last 4 days or 3-4 days. So just trying to get those out the door and just, you know what I mean? I don't know, man, just trying to grind away, man. I really enjoy what I'm doing now, and being able to jump on these lives, I just appreciate it. So thank you for your time, and hopefully we can do it in the future, man. Definitely.
Oh, for sure, man. You have top quality stuff, and we'll be happy to try out. Once you get your CBD line going, let us know, and then I think all of us we're all interested.
I honestly think a lot of people are going to be surprised. I don't mean like interrupt, but I think a lot of people are going to be surprised with CBD. I know there's a lot of people that have it, or there's people that have it, and the stuff I'm coming out with, I've been working on it for a long time, and I'm working with people that have been dealing with CBD and hemp and cannabis literally for years, so they understand it, and they've been teaching me everything they know, and I'm grateful for that, and I'm really trying to make sure that it's top-notch products, because once they go, the sky's pretty much the limit on the CBD products. I'm really excited for it.
Cool. Thank you very much for your time, Mike. I totally appreciate it. We look forward to checking that out in the near future. We'll have you on as soon as we get to that point. Maybe we'll do the November 1st, and November, when we get to that November time, we'll talk about your Christmas scent. So
awesome.
Sounds good. So what's going on, Chris? I saw you flashing away the 22. Let's talk about that really quick. That's a very big, important thing to think about. Let's talk about it real quick.
Yep. As you guys have been noticing on my channel, basically the 22 it's a small sample survey that was taken by the VA between 6 states that actually responded of veterans who killed themselves, and it averaged out to 22 a day. But that number is dramatically higher. So I'm glad we're in September where I can talk about it an awful lot more, shed more light on it. And I personally have done, and my channel has done a lot of work with StopSoldierSuicide.org. I think they're an amazing, group out there that makes it their life mission to drop that number by 1. If you can drop it by one, that is just a massive impact. And one of the things I've been screaming about for the last couple of days, and Prac, you actually helped me with this. There is no stigma in reaching out and asking for help if you need it. If anybody's listening to this and you're having a problem and you want to talk, get a hold of me. I'll listen. I may not have all the answers, but just being able to get that out of your fucking head and voice it out is going to be amazing for you.
Absolutely. So I completely agree with you. It's self-awareness and helping yourself, as well as, because you have so many people you're dependent on, and so many people you're connected to. So many people you're connected to, and you have no idea what the loss of your life is going to, how it's going to impact somebody else. I'm completely on board. Thank you very much for doing that, Chris.
Grab Bluegrass's comment real quick, please. I talked to Ken this morning because he wanted to release a video and he was afraid I might get upset about it. And I'm like, yeah, no, do it. Because the more of us that talk about it, that stigma drops more and more and more. And I know my social circle is vastly different than Ken's social circle. So the more it gets out there, the more as veterans we can talk about it and not feel ashamed, not feel hurt, and not feel like we're losers or, you know, we failed something. We all have our internal demons, and mine have been prevalent. Everybody up here, maybe you might know about my screw-ups and the stuff I've been going through. And all it took was talking to that man right up there to make me see things in a different light.
It wasn't me. It was just some references. But I've seen so much change in your life. And I think that that's the big thing about my channel, is changing that social stigma that's behind mental illness, mental awareness. And I think you're absolutely right on to something, and helping out soldiers that are coming back from things that it's absolutely amazingly tough to actually just go from being a soldier. And my dad went through it. I know all of you guys went through it. It's extremely tough. But then you actually add on to the PTSD that folks are experiencing when they see things that, you don't want to think about. And I think that it's extremely important to really bring that out and say, it's time to talk about these things and be open and honest about it. Absolutely. Very cool.
Real quick before you jump on anybody else, Mr. Rashad, he's a veteran, and he's a good friend of mine. I don't know if any of you guys follow him on Instagram, but he's an amazing person. You guys should definitely check him out. Please,
absolutely.
You guys all slide over there, follow him, and show him some love. He's a veteran. He's got his own, like all of us, demons and everything, but he's an amazing person. Yeah, I hope you guys can show him some love, because he's a good dude.
Yeah, and it's Rashad Johnson.
Rashad, is that your Instagram name?
Yeah, I believe it is. Yeah, but he's a veteran, and he's got I've talked to him. We talk regularly, and he's a good guy to follow, man. He's a father, and just a real humble guy. And actually, he can rap and sing, and he's a poet, and he's got some really good stuff, dude. And I'm not even saying that because he's my buddy. I'm saying that because he's actually really talented.
Just followed you, Rashad.
Yeah.
Hey, he's almost 5K. Look at that. Congratulations.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much for pointing that out. And we love to support vets. My dad's a vet. We have several vets on stream, right? Well, we have several vets in the stream as well as in the comments. I have hats off to anybody who has served, and it's an amazing opportunity to help our country, but it's also coming back and helping those guys as they go back into the real world. It's a very tough, like we're talking about, basic teaches you how to be military, but there's nothing that teaches you how to be going back into the regular world. It's extremely tough, and being able to have those tough discussions. Absolutely. So
they teach you how to out-monster the monster, but they hardly ever teach you how to put your monster back in its cage.
Absolutely right. Yeah, and that's what I mean. I know so many vets. That's why I'm a part of the American Legion. I was doing meditation series at the local American Legion because I felt that strongly about people coming back from Iraq, coming back from Afghanistan, with being able to go back into regular life and having a group of guys like the American Legion to help kind of lead and kind of have those stories, just like what we had with that live stream. Amazing But I love those organizations like the American Legion because of that reason. They're kind of helping guys kind of be familiar with, there's some other guys out here just like you. I think it's so important to have that. Johnny, what's going on with you for the next week?
I always give the same answer. I don't know. When
that?
you find out, that's when I know.
He works for the mob. He's not allowed to tell us, right? It's not secrets.
Forget about it, huh?
Strong arming, extortion, racketeering, just normal Mondays.
My God. Look, stop it, because you're gonna have my FBI agent at my door. All right, knock it off.
I'm sorry.
Like, hey, look, either you give me this stuff or Tony and Fredo over here are gonna be paying you a visit out back. You don't want that, man. Give me the beard.
Johnny's not the one to say someone else is paying a visit. I think he's like, hey, I'm here. Like, if this is what we're doing. You know what I mean? Where's your paycheck? Oh, okay. Well, there's your kneecaps. I'm taking notes. I'll bring these back when you got my 1,000.
That's why I told Joe. I said I'm gonna, stop by. I told her it was like 2 a.m. I told Joe something like that. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna come through tomorrow morning.
That's what he said. He's like, yeah, I'm coming by tomorrow. I'm like, what I do?
Yeah, he's like, we're supposed to be brothers. What's up, Chance?
It was a good time.
So what's going on, Tevin? What do you got going on this next week? It sounds like you got some really cool things going on. Let's hear some more.
So basically, I'm coming up with more ideas. I'm going to try to fill this book as much as I can of content ideas. Some of them are related to the fall, and I'll do them closer to the end of September, and just focus on growing the channel and putting out videos that mean something. That's my goal.
Okay. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude, and that's commendable. Totally appreciate that.
I'll be watching.
Yeah, for sure. I watched the analog clock thing. I thought that was excellent. I think
I did too. I really did.
Yeah.
We have analog house, and that's what
They don't teach that in school anymore. They don't teach it in school. They don't.
It's cursive.
Like when I was a kid, I got a Popeye watch just because it had the analog, and my teacher went over analog settings, and because I was born before the dinosaurs. But
hey, you're younger than me. Shut up.
You're like 35 years old, dude. Like, no.
Yeah. I turned 47 in October. But yeah,
October what?
Exciting
That's
stuff.
my anniversary is in October.
Yeah,
All right,
it's a
so real quick question for everyone
Sure.
over there into their reaching their 40s. Do you feel like, oh my God, I'm reaching my 40s. I'm getting close to 50. That's halfway to 100. That's like, almost like to the tail end of the life expectancy of a human. Like, does that mess with you at all?
Not me. I feel like I'm 36. I turned 36 in March. I mentally, I'm like mature enough to be 36, but I feel like I'm like 17. You know what I mean? I feel like I can take on. I don't know. I don't feel my age. When I was 10 years old and I looked at a 36-year-old, I don't feel as old as the way I used to view 36-year-olds when I was a kid. If that makes sense at all.
Okay, I got you.
I feel young. I feel young and healthy and.
Son.
I'm 36. I feel like I'm 78. So all that stuff creeps up on me. Believe me.
Somebody else could have answered after me.
I was telling my wife, I'm like, look, I'm gonna be 37 years old. Like, I'm almost 40. 40 is like almost 50, and like I'm already
20, bro.
Damn, Johnny's math is all kinds of messed up.
halfway to 100. Like, I'm gonna
Johnny
die
just
soon.
jumped 15 years like out of nowhere. Like this.
Yeah, he's like, I'm 36. I'm almost dead.
That's how my brain. That's how my brain works. My brain leapfrogs like that.
I turned 50 next year. I have a 5-year-old daughter. Shut your mouth.
Oh my God!
How are you?
How do you do it, Chris? How do you live?
How old are you?
I will tell you this, that if you guys tune in about a month, me and Chris are going to have a chat about my 40s and why I am the way I am because of my 40s.
I am 48. I'm turning 49 this year, and next year's 50.
Oh, see,
I
I
know,
figured you were like
my
40,
wife's hitting that.
40, 30, 41.
I'm old.
You know,
Yeah,
when I
my
look
wife
at bearded
turned
man,
49
I
this year.
automatically
It's rough. It's tough.
see younger.
I
How
hate
old Devin? Beard
Old.
code.
He's
12.
He's like 12. Yeah,
Young enough
he's
to be
12.
almost everybody's son.
Devin just learned how to walk.
You know what's funny is I see him and I see
Seven still can't go into bars legally.
he can't. I think he turns 21 in January.
Yeah, his 21st birthday is going to be in Vegas. We're all going.
He's a good young man, though, man. He's got his head on.
He certainly is. He
does.
certainly is. I love that guy. He's a really good dude.
Yeah, he's
Really
very
good dude.
COVID or not,
Very good,
we had
man.
his 21st birthday in Vegas. COVID or not.
Ooh, let's go, man. I will.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. As soon as I go off the plane, the first place, I won't even go to a hotel first. It's right to the dispensary. First
The
thing.
only way you're getting me in Vegas, apparently, because Johnny said we can't drive there, is if Johnny comes over here, tranquilizes me, and drags me onto the plane. So,
I got the Zans. We'll get Joe nice and loopy. I'll wheel his ass onto the plane.
Johnny, just get a big box, bunch of packing peanuts in there, knock his ass out, dump them in.
No. I got a bunch of Zans. I'll pop him up. He'll be good to go. Wheel his ass.
He just wheels you in. What's wrong with that guy?
What's he doing?
It's like
tired.
It's like
Right?
vacation at Bernie's.
Yeah, exactly. Weekend at Bernie's. It'll be Joe.
All right, Joe, what's going on with you, buddy? You got some videos. What's going on?
well, we got Meet Your Maker on Thursday. We'll have Kuhn on this week. So
Cool.
that should be a good one. And then
That should be a good one.
Friday at 9 p.m. on my channel, somebody is returning. Mungie will be back.
Oh, yes.
Mungie will be back.
I've thought
And
about
we
that.
will be dropping the new Mungie CBD scent profile with Miners Beard Co. 9 o'clock on my channel. Miners will be there. I will be there. Mungie will be there. I'm pretty sure Johnny will be there. So it should be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I love it.
Mungie's awesome.
Any live I
So
could do.
do you have miners? Do you have miners CBD already?
It'll be here. It should. I'm hoping they already sent it to me once and it didn't get here. So somebody got an awesome package.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
But what
So-
are miners? If miners using full spectrum, isolate, broad? Do you know? I'm just curious.
I'm not 100. Like I said, it hasn't gotten to me yet, and it's probably all sitting in my DMs. Everything. I just can't. At the moment, my brain is kind of like scrambled.
No,
eggs,
you're
so
good. I'm just curious because
I can't remember it at the moment.
I don't even care if they send it to me or not. I just want to be on the live with you and Mungie and Miners again.
I've seen that question.
Such good live.
Who would win the Mungie or the serial killer Johnny Grooms? I'm like Johnny.
We have a,
Johnny. Yeah. You don't need him. You don't need a clown mask, dude. You're just natural.
I like Mungie. I like doing the live with him. He's
Mungie's
cool.
awesome.
It was fun, and the community really seemed to enjoy it last time. So it's something different, because not everybody else has a maniac clown in their live streams. So
That's right.
so I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a good time. Hopefully, my head doesn't give me as many problems as it's giving me today, and I'll be able to make it through that one. Okay, so I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yeah, totally. That's such a fun time. Thanks for doing that again. I love that one. That was like one of my favorite ones. And have you guys watched his Instagram? The last one that I saw like today, I think, had like a whole like awesome photography, videography thing that was going on. It was awesome.
He does good stuff.
Oh,
Just
totally
really
good.
good stuff, yeah.
Very good stuff. And it was scary. It had like that bit of scary. I'm looking forward to that again. Right on. Guys, I have reviews or something doing on Cade. Me and Caden are still doing stuff. So fun stuff. As always. We're going to sign off. I'm going to let my day kind of end. Hopefully I'm tired. And you guys, thank you for coming on in. Again, Mike, I totally appreciate
Thank you.
the wonderful products and you coming in tonight,
My
sharing
pleasure.
some stories and some time with us. We totally appreciate it.
Yeah, it's my pleasure, man. Completely. I totally humbled and appreciative to be here with you, fine gentlemen.
Yeah,
Oh,
totally.
cool.
And yeah, fine. I meant, like sexually, I guess, Chris. I don't know. Whatever you want to say. No, I totally. Anytime I'm invited to anybody's YouTube channel, it's definitely appreciated and makes me feel good. So thank you.
Yeah, good times, man. Good times. And
Yeah.
we'll have to do it again because I really enjoyed it. So we'll have to try out with the next products line.
And knowing that you meditate, not a lot of people do, man. That's awesome. I'm gonna probably DM you. I got some questions, especially if you're deep
Yep,
into
I
it.
am a meditation teacher, so I've been doing
See,
it.
you're about to. I'm gonna be blowing your DM up, man. You're gonna be like, this is
happy to do it. But you know what Chris always says, I'm a virus, so I'll get in your head.
He'll get in your head.
No, that's
he's gonna put the Jimmy Cricket. They're gonna prack in your head forever. He's gonna be like,
cool, man.
"Golly, do you really want to shoot that deer? I mean, that deer's got little kids and got that, and he's helping the forest grow. Yeah, it's prack."
I don't know what the hell what's going on there, but all right.
Love you guys. We'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks for all the support that we're getting from the comments and the people joining in tonight. We totally appreciate it. Great discussions. We'll be doing this again in 2 weeks. And then again, next week, we have Mungie joining in again. Very awesome. So excited. So we'll see you guys again. Talk to you soon.
Later.